we gonna go in 5, 4, 3, 2. You're good, man. 1. Here we go. Hello, and welcome to Star Wars. You guys can see I chose the most flattering picture of Wade in his absence. You're welcome, Wade, if you're watching this. More importantly, Molly, you married it. Yep. So what's up, guys? You excited for tonight's session? You guys, do you know what we're doing tonight?
What?
Plumbing, right? Learning how to solder a weld.
Listen, I'm having a beer. I'm having an Austin Street Brewery double IPA. That's what I'm having.
Looks like a Coca-Cola original taste.
Bomb Track double IPA.
God, I have a little in my indoor mug.
I have the best drink, Baja Blast. Get fucked.
Okay, Pat wins again. Fuck. Sucks.
No, my drink is definitely superior to... Wait, what are you drinking, Rita?
Baja Blast.
Yes.
Moscow Mule.
My drink is definitely superior to all of you guys.
I don't know. I'm drinking literal solid gold. Molten gold.
I also have
That sounds like death.
Kraken rum I could pop open.
Oh, I have Kraken too.
Kraken.
Gotta be honest, Kraken's
I don't
kind
have
of
it.
overrated. Sorry.
I
You're a
won't
bit
lie.
overrated, bitch.
I'm more of a Scotch person. I'm more of like a pinkies in the air, you know, kind of.
See, I told you he's Iron Man, Missy.
Okay, we had this argument about which of the people in the Lust Initiative cast would be who from the Avengers,
Okay.
and Rena said that Scott would be Iron Man, but I don't think that.
I am an egocentric, self-righteous asshole that gets everything
See,
wrong.
but the
fact
Iron
that you
Man
said
lost the
Iron
Civil
Man-
War. He was the villain in the Civil War.
The fact that you
So-
want to be Iron Man right now is kind of cringe, though, because it means you're definitely not an Iron Man.
Yes.
I could see Scott being Ant-Man.
Can I be Black Widow?
I could see Scott being Ant-Man.
Why can't I be Black Widow?
No, you'd be Ant-Man.
You're Ant-Man.
Because Ant-Man.
You're a Scott
Ant-Man is
Man.
hilarious,
Giant man.
actually.
Giant
Little tiny Ant-Man. Only the little versions. Whenever he gets big, it's not Scott anymore. But the little tiny.
God, come on.
So,
So that makes
who did
Brittany
you
the
guys?
Wasp.
Who did you guys?
Well,
agree
hold
on
up. Did you
yourselves
say
and
I don't
then-
have the booty? Excuse me. Do you not know what a Davis booty looks like? Apparently you don't, because I sit during streams. I'll have you know, should we meet one
Scott
day,
is just Thanos.
I have a booty.
Scott's Thanos. What,
Yeah.
He has a booty. That's the answer. If you're caked up, you're automatically Thanos. Sorry.
Thanos.
Doesn't Wade have a historically large back end as well? Is that canon in Wade lore? Just saying.
I mean,
Wade,
supposedly.
and he said, "Who am I?"
Yeah,
Supposedly.
who's
I
Wade and
couldn't
everybody?
decide for Wade. What
Oh.
did we end on?
You said that Cryptic gave an answer, and Cryptic's answer was terrible.
Cryptic said Wade's Thor.
I don't
No,
see
what?
Thor at
No,
all.
no.
Yeah, no.
Wade,
He said yes.
Wade is the guy that drives the van in Ant-Man. That's who Wade is. Okay, he's
No.
yeah, absolutely. He's the guy that tells the obnoxiously long story. He's that guy.
I could see Wade as like Bucky.
I could
Bucky
see Wade.
Barnes.
That's
Yeah, I
way
can see
too much of a
that.
Bucky's
compliment.
a little too.
That is
yeah,
way too much of a
too much
compliment for Wade.
emotion. Too much
Yeah.
emotion for Wade.
Like,
Bucky has no emotion. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but not having emotion is too much emotion for Wade. See, but I don't think I've seen Bucky laugh. And
Wade-
Wade, I don't think he
Wade,
goes
Wade
5
can't be
minutes
Hulk.
without-
He's not. I don't think Wade has the
He's not green enough.
Yeah,
so.
he's not smart enough.
So wait, are we just talking any Marvel character?
Well, I think we were specifically MCU, but yeah, I mean,
Superheroes.
sure, we can open it
Perfect.
up.
Wade is Deadpool.
Wade is Plastic Man.
Wade,
Oh.
I could see Wade.
Wade is
Deadpool.
Plastic Man.
Because
Oh, wait, not DC.
Deadpool's real name is Wade.
Oh my god! And they're bald, so it's
They're
perfect.
both bald.
Yep, they both look. They both look like avocados.
They're both bald. They're both
Pat,
named
you're
Wade.
just proving my point. I said you were Star Lord.
Ah, that's awesome.
Hmm.
You know what? You know,
Star-Lord is so
I
fucking
second
stupid.
that.
What
No,
the-
what? No, no, it's Chris Pine.
Cool.
No,
That's
I
not even
second
good.
it. Pratt, Pine,
I
I don't know.
Comic version.
Chris
The comic
something.
version, he's so goddamn.
Hemsworth. I don't know.
Chris Hemsworth.
Chris Pine.
Oh
He's
my
from Star
god!
Trek.
It's Chris Pratt.
Chris something.
So I started.
Chris Pine.
Chrissy
You
P.
know.
Oh
Listen,
my god!
It
Why
is-
would I be Star Lord? I don't,
I'm
wanna
not-
I don't want to be
Star-Lord.
Rocket.
No, Messi is either.
I saw Cryptic
Hawkeye.
Shadow. I saw
I don't
Cryptic
wanna be
Shadow.
Hawkeye.
Ooh.
I don't want to be.
Cryptic,
Rena
Cryptic,
would be,
Cryptic
I think
is
Rena
Cloak and
would-
Dagger.
I'm
Cryptic is
cool
Cloak
with
and
being
Dagger.
Loki.
I'm calling
I
it.
think Rena is. I think Rena is Groot.
Are you just saying that because Cryptic said that?
Because Cryptic said, it. Yeah, I agree with him. When he said
Then
you were
Groot.
Groot, I think he had.
Rita,
a lot
can you
of
give us
sense.
your best impression?
I'd have to do Baby Groot because my voice is too.
Excuse me. We're not here to
Maybe
judge
Groot's
you.
voice.
You have
Because-
voice.
Give us your best
I am
Russian
Groot.
accent.
Give us your best Groot.
in deep voice or.
Yeah,
Rita, you give it to me however
Wait.
you want it. Okay.
Rena, if you give your best Groot, Scott has to give an impression. Any impression you want.
Any person she wants? Okay, I'm down.
Um.
We know which one she likes. She's all about that southern waffle. Huh? Go ahead, Rita.
Nowhere.
Messi's the
the raccoon.
raccoon.
Yeah,
Yes.
the raccoon.
That's what.
Oh,
Rocket.
Rocket.
Raccoon would
I-
say.
yeah, you would probably be Rocket.
All right. I don't. It's not gonna be very good, but it's probably just like, I am Groot.
That's the baby Groot. That sounds pretty
That's
good.
baby
That's
Groot.
that's good
Yeah.
teenage Groot. Yeah.
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 Oh, can you give us I am Groot with attitude, like when he's being just like a dickhead.
I am Groot.
Yeah.
I'm still upset. I'm Star Lord.
No, Star Lord's awesome. He gets kicked in the nuts by his girlfriend after.
He's so stupid in the fucking comics. Like he's an actual idiot in the
And
comics.
somehow he leads a team.
He's
If
If
also
you
an
guys
idiot in
play
the
new
movies.
Guardians of the Galaxy video game, you'll see because that's what based off the comics.
is it
you'll see
out?
how fucking no,
It's
not
not
yet,
out
but you'll see how dense and stupid he is as a
I'm
character.
so excited for that. I'm so excited for that.
So wait, I have to be Tony Stark. So do I have to
don't
like?
think
Do I have to like? Do I have to like
Stark.
dance and stuff like? You know, because it's like,
no.
No, I don't think so.
because that's what he does. He like dances when he does
In
things. Like,
Star Wars. Look at this guy, Minion 777.
Who's that?
oh,
I don't know.
I'm sorry. Are we here to
Hey, no hecklers
entertain
in the
you?
chat.
It's
Scott,
Drax.
can you ban that guy?
It's Drax. Yeah.
No hecklers.
Honestly,
Okay, so Drax. Hold on, don't
contract.
start me on Drax.
I'm too wimpy
Sorry.
to be Rocket. Rocket's not that strong. He's a raccoon.
I
don't-
He has an exoskeleton,
Don't
right?
don't start me on Drax the Destroyer. They did Drax so dirty in the movie. Drax is so fucking smart and extremely scary strong. Like
How could I be comic relief?
they
I
didn't
did not
give him
relieve
the
a
name
comic.
Drax the Destroyer for no goddamn reason. They made him a fucking idiot in the movies. I hate it. Batista
gets,
played a
like-
great Drax. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
But-
Batista's a
Oh,
great
Josh.
actor somehow. But
Yeah, he's a great actor, but the character Drax is supposed to be a lot smarter than they played him off to be.
Oh my God,
which-
yeah.
But it was a movie. You had to fit certain roles to make it comical, and so you go into
That's
the
where
movies
Star Lord
understanding
comes in. Star Lord is that fucking idiot. where-
every character in that movie was comical except for Gamora.
Gamora,
She was
yeah.
the only one that wasn't comical of the team. She's the only one that wasn't. So they had to. That's just it was the dynamic that worked. I
She
mean,
was the straight
how many
man, yeah.
millions? You know, like so.
A lot, yeah.
But there were a lot of things we can complain about those series. But you know what we can't complain about is Star Wars. Star Wars is infallible.
Yes, Star Wars.
Star Wars has
Sorry.
zero flaws,
Yeah, no bad
and it's
movies, no
no
bad TV shows.
no plot holes, nothing.
No, perfect.
Star
single
Wars
one.
is perfection.
The only
look,
thing that
look,
I, oh,
Wade,
Scott,
Wade,
Scott, I
Wade
just gotta say,
believes
I'm
it.
sorry. The only thing I don't like about Star Wars is all the non-canon books that all those people wrote. Can't stand them. Oh, write
Yeah,
some
seriously.
canon,
Why?
please.
Yeah, why don't you write something that actually follows the rules? Like,
Yeah, exactly.
first, why don't you write to the mouse before you write the book? Right? Stupid. Back to the game. So let's reset the
Scene.
thing and let you guys like roll, and we can set things up and we can
Oh,
entertain
sure.
Wade because we are
You guys mind
only
if I go
here to
first?
entertain. No,
Oh,
You guys mind if
boy.
I go first?
no, I do not mind.
Okay, cool.
Give me 1 second. Let me just sync with GM. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Sir, you are welcome to. I suggest everybody syncs with GM first, and then he can roll.
Am I good to roll? Okay. Is everyone synced? 3, 2, 1. Bada bing, baby. Let's go.
Ooh.
That's a
Bring that light. Oh, Bato. Get that ear going. Rena, what do you got for me, baby? Yes. Bring on the dark side. You notice that every time we don't have 4 PCs, I get like all
oh
sorts
my
of.
God.
It's gross.
Listen, give me Loki. Why do I gotta be Star-Lord? Star-Lord's stupid, dude.
Because you're not evil.
You
dude.
could be
You're not
Loki,
evil
too.
boy.
No,
I'm
he-
so-
he
I
I'm
think
not
you're
evil.
Loki.
What are
He
you
can't be
talking
Loki.
about?
He
I'm
can't
not
be
evil.
Loki.
Every
He's
game
not
we've
Loki.
all
No.
played, I've killed you guys just for the fun of it.
Yeah,
No,
but that was
Star-Lord.
like funny.
Definitely
We
Star-Lord.
forgave you. It's
I give
fine.
him Star-Lord.
You be
Fine.
Star-Lord.
No, I would rather be
No, that's your job. I don't need to. I don't want to step on your toes. You can be Star Lord.
So
I apologize for the chaos I've caused.
Let's
I shouldn't have said anything.
Loki's
let's
such a
play
troll,
that.
Pat Bitson.
Wait.
Exactly.
Scott, can you roll for Baron?
For Wade, are you still in chat? Wade, Wadeicus.
Deadpool, are you
Kiss
there?
Wade. Wade,
Hey,
are
Colin.
are you still in chat?
Can we
Would you like
call
to? Would you like to pop into roll 20
Yeah,
and
can-
roll
can you give him a
for?
call?
Would you like to pop into roll 20 and roll for your dark side points?
him? Dude, no joke. Cryptic
Yes,
moving
indeed.
around in your background scared the absolute living shit out of me.
I'm sorry.
Dun,
He's in the kitchen.
He said yes. Wait,
I
sorry.
guess.
Does yes mean he does mind, or yes mean he's going to do it?
I saw a shadow move from left to right. I was like,
Did someone in your house?
He says I can't.
Oh, Wade can't laugh out loud. He must be in a library.
Oh, he can't laugh
Yeah,
out loud.
yeah, he must be in a library. We have to try to keep this stream unentertaining for him. Okay.
I think he's
Cool.
just in Ohio.
Wade, can you choose? Wade, can you choose? Can I roll it for you, or are we going without the extra dice? The extra force. It's your
Yep.
choice.
I think Scott needs 2 more dark side points, so if you wouldn't mind just giving him permission.
Yeah, I just need to know that you love me. That's all I need. So
He said roll for me. All right.
okay, roll for him. All right, where is Wade? Where is Wade? Where is Wade? Wade is
He goes by
right.
Varen in this
Baron,
game.
that's
I
right.
don't
That's
know why.
right.
It's like a weird thing that he does.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. And then I'm gonna go to down here, and I'm gonna click this. I'm gonna roll as
Oh,
him.
why does it say God? Weird. It says God. Oh. Did you guys
Okay.
It says Raven. It's Raven. That's his name from
Okay.
Teen Titans.
I'm a fan of this. I'm happy with this outcome. Is everybody else satisfied with how this played out?
Sure, I've
actually,
never
frankly,
used
can I
Lightning.
roll again? Can I reroll?
No.
Well, I got the one light side, and I feel like I'm, separate from the team currently. Like
Nope.
I,
Nope.
I don't
Nope.
wanna
Nope.
go against the norm.
You get to sit right here. You get to sit right by my right hand. So I'll tickle you with my right hand, and
Oh,
I'll scoop
thanks.
them with my
Yeah,
left.
Yeah, but I just want to reroll.
Yeah. No.
I'm going to sit back and take a nap. Oh,
He wants to enjoy the tickle. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Try to be quiet for you.
So it's 72 degrees, but I'm wearing a hoodie because it was just one of those days where you want to
Yeah, but
be
not too loud.
we
dude.
want to be cuddled, you know.
Yeah.
So
Try to
hopefully this is a fun session.
sleep.
By the way, nobody's remarked on my trimmed beard or cut hair. Thanks, everybody. You should have told me that I look like I'm in my 20s again.
I noticed it when you were in your like white shirt earlier when you were setting up the stream. I was like, oh, Scott looked like he just came out of the trailer park.
Well, it is called a wife beater for a reason.
Okay, well, we didn't need to say it, but
It's still colloquial.
Called an A-shirt?
Colloquial.
You do look very nice and clean and trimmed up.
in your A shirt.
Nowadays we still call it that. Like it's one of those things where like, post Me Too, embrace the alteration of society, so on and so forth. Wife beater is still the common term. It's like if you called it just like a white tee, people would be like, "You mean a wife beater?" It's so weird. It's so weird. But anyways, all right.
Well, I call it an A shirt.
An A shirt.
Yeah, an A shirt.
Why? It's a crew neck.
Because it's like the head part is A shaped.
How's it A shaped?
It's not. It's more M shaped than A shaped.
Well, I don't wear a V neck though. I wear a crew neck.
If you search A
Fine.
dash shirt,
See,
that's the other name for it,
crew neck.
like that. I just typed it out for you, so you don't even have to type it yourself. If you don't like.
All right, I'm good. All right, so let's play the game. Rena, how are you? Would you like to recap last week for us? Because it was actually a genuinely exciting session, except for Bato. Poor Bato did not get to kick ass. I feel bad for him, but it was an exciting session for everybody else. So, would you like to recap for us?
Yes, probably need some help filling in some details, but
Messi got
Basically-
shot in the face.
Messi got shot in the fucking face.
Well, that happened to be- okay, so I guess we can just start at the end. That's fine.
Yeah,
Start
yeah.
at the
let's-
end,
let's-
That's
yeah.
how it
Okay.
started, man. That's how
yeah,
it
everything
started.
else is not important.
Oh,
No,
I'm sorry. Can we just take a moment? Messi's character full on got shot in the face, and it was awesome. Like if there was,
Took 2 crit hits.
if anybody wants to do fan art of any session ever of Star Wars, can we get one of a Twi'lek dressed in tight pleather, including pump boots, shooting Pride in the face? That is that we need that
Point
image.
blank range.
Point blank,
Point blank.
shot in the face. Like we need that. Okay. And if you
Scott,
want to make
Igor
my
Malvin.
face the Twi'lek face, you go right ahead.
Actually, I could see Scott as Doctor Strange.
I almost said that, but I didn't want to give him the power trip.
Oh, that's so cool.
I was like, we can't.
Okay.
I'll
tell
take
him.
Doctor
Oh,
Strange.
What have you done, Pat? What?
Yes.
Scott
damn it.
in with that power of time would be a nightmare. It would.
Hmm?
You think I talk now?
Just wait till he's talking to you twice at once.
All right.
Imagine
Rena,
how many
I'm
D&D
sorry.
campaigns you can run all at the same time.
Last
He kinda
session,
is the time god. He just doesn't sleep. He gets all that extra time every day.
I did work for 12 hours today, over 12 hours today before I came in.
Yeah,
So,
never
Rena, my apologies. So last session, it started off with you kind of regrouping the rest of the team. No. Last session was you guys arriving at Nar
On our
Shaddaa,
way
right?
to Nar Shaddaa.
On your way to Nar Shaddaa, kind of like what you guys did in the interim. Wade had actually contemplated his trip down the dark side, so on and so forth. A little bit of things happened there. You unfortunately were powered down, and then you guys landed in Nar Shaddaa, and so you arrived in Nar Shaddaa's system. In which case, immediately you were detected by another ship. Right? Am I on course? So you're immediately detected by another ship. That ship started like telling you guys, and Messi was like, "Bro, what's up? Hey, bro, I see you over there. What's up?" Okay, bro. Nope. And then
Shot
it's
in
like,
the face.
you went as
Not yet.
fast as
That
he
happens
could.
later.
As fast as he could.
Ahead of yourself.
Yeah. Well, actually, that was when only Bato and Pride were alone in the cockpit. It is possible that, you know what, wasn't on camera. It doesn't matter. So, anyways,
if I shot him, he would be dead. Crossa remembers.
Crossa lived.
I allowed him to.
This piece of shit. So he you get tailed. You decide I'm gonna go land, and wherever it is that you choose to land, whatever docking area, they end up choosing to land in a docking port very nearby. Like Rena's like, I'm pretty sure he is like 10 minutes away on a speeder bike, or whoever that is 10 minutes away on a speeder bike. As soon as you guys land, you're like, okay, so this is the sitch. And Wade's like, can somebody let me out of the prison? We got tailed the entire time. Excuse me, can somebody let me out? And we need to see what's going on with this person. If somebody could let me out, thank you. And so I'm just going to go over here and have a friendly conversation with my friendly neighbor, and here's some credits. Cool, you go check that out for me. Thanks, bye.
Wade didn't get
Rena's
released
like-
until the battle. What are you talking about?
He
was
got
locked
released
up-
at first, and then he went back in.
Oh, because we were gonna leave. You're
Hmm?
right.
And Rena's like, let me go and fiddle on this computer, fiddle, faddle. And then the cop's like, you, stop there, thief. And Rena was like, and then you guys came over, chatty. These are not the droids you're looking for. Okay. And then, oh, by the way, this person hunting you, it's not one person, it's 3. They Twi'leks, and they gonna fuck you up. Good luck. And they leave. Messi, are you okay?
Sorry, I was just trying to get.
He was cosplaying as Wade.
Of Wade, yeah, trying to get the feeling of Wade back in the.
Then the people show up. You see one of them drive up to your front doorstep, and Pride starts speaking a whole bunch of gibberish, right? Just like a whole bunch of gibberish. And she's like 3, and he just like keeps talking and saying stupid shit. He's just like 2, and he's like, hey, listen, no, really, I wanted to tell you 1, but he just keeps saying nonsense. Rena, you want to take over at this point?
Oh yeah, sure. I mean, he keeps talking, and she's doing her little countdown thing. He seemingly doesn't notice. And she shoots him, like unsurprisingly.
Just like shoots him in the face.
Pretty much just shoots him. Yeah, unfortunately, he falls. Bleh. floor, you know, not dead, seemingly. Varen gets let out by Bato, who like books it after that happens over there to let Varen out, and then Varen ends up facing this particular Twi'lek head on, which isn't much of a fight, if I have to describe it.
Yeah, I think he
It's
played
really
Fruit
just-
Ninja, right?
He just walks out, force grabs her, you know, tosses her around a couple times, throws her on the ground, picks her up again, you know, tell me what you know kind of deal, except a little bit more Varen-esque.
I'm sorry, could you
and
give
she's
us
like,
that
all
Varen?
right, all right.
Hold on, give us that Varen impersonation one more time. I think we all need
No.
this. No, please.
I can't do the like, you know, the radio voice because I don't have. I don't
Scott
have
hasn't
what he
done
has.
one impersonation so far, and he's
Yeah, you're
already
asking me to
for
do
another.
a. No, I'm just kidding. He's just
She was like,
"Tell me
"Oh,
what
a
you
dark
know."
Jedi." Thanks, Rita. Force choke me, Daddy.
Okay, take 5d10 damage.
Okay, done. Moving on. Anyway, yeah, so he while he's doing that, Bato's like, I think there's another like a sniper up on the ridge over there. Like, you know, L4's like, oh yeah, there's somebody up there. And so she ends up targeting the person on the ridge with the ship and tries to just shoot them, but fails successfully.
You failed
and-
at shooting them, and you destroyed the
and
building.
absolutely
that they were
destroyed the
standing in.
building. Yeah, and so they end up falling, presumably to their death because they did not respond to the other two Twi'leks when called upon. The third Twi'lek was over, if I remember correctly, on the data pad that controlled the dock or the docking bay, and had locked our ship into place because I was getting ready to basically fly us out of there, but we couldn't because of that. Anyway, so then Varen interrogates the Twi'lek and finds out that they were sent to take whatever cargo the Mandalorian.
This is the important
Uh,
stuff. I'll grab it back from you here.
hold on.
So
Yeah.
this person was supposed to attack the Mandalorian or make a deal with them and take the Mandalorian's cargo and bring it
Not
to the
me,
nearby.
the person that we deserted on the other planet.
Yeah, from Pizza the Hutt, right? So that's what they're supposed to. I'm
was
kidding.
Capo.
It's Capo the Hutt. So from Capo the
The-
Hutt, you're supposed to take it from them, but that does mean that
Bygall.
that's not
Bygall.
where the Mandalorian was supposed to take it to. You still haven't discovered where that is. And when we left off with that kind of like discovering all of this, Rena, we literally end with Rena had found what are they called, stim packs, and stabbed Messi.
Oh, you found them? I thought you didn't find them.
I did find them. Yeah, he
Yep.
said I found them.
Oh,
Actually, she found 8 of them, if I remember correctly. And she stabbed Messi, and he was like, "Oh, that feels good." And so that helped him out. But she also found a dismantled droid that looked very familiar. I believe it was a R1C0.
Rico.
Okay, so we're gonna pick up right there. You just found the parts to R1C0, and you just stabbed somebody just stabbed Messi with one of the 8 stim packs. Messi, that does give you 5 wounds. I imagine you want another stim pack, correct?
yeah, that'd be nice.
Okay,
How
so
many can he use at once?
if he uses another one, he heals 4 this time.
Oh,
Okay.
So he's healed 9 total. Would you like another one?
No, that's it.
Okay, so you're back up to 9. You're happy?
Yep.
Okay, Rena, there's 6 stim packs left. If you're the one keeping track, maybe you guys should split them up 2 each or some shit like that. But anyways, so you found R1C0. What do you you say or do anything about this?
Scott, what about my critical injuries?
Oh, we deal with that
Okay.
with time.
Okay.
Like a long time.
Okay.
Like you should probably find a place with a Kelpo tank that you can chill out in.
Like a hospital?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, those are in Narshada. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, yeah. So she'll. First, I want to see if like all of the parts, like if Bygall had gathered all of the parts for Rico, or if there's anything missing, and like I guess I would just attempt to reassemble him.
Well,
Why not, but-
to check for parts, which is actually going to take a considerable amount of time. So when you go over there, you go checking for parts. You can go ahead and roll me a mechanics but because you're kind of like searching through the junk that's there and the other, like a whole bunch of different stuff is disassembled. It's not like you have like, it's not easy for you to do. I'm going to say it's 2 purple and a red. Is what you're rolling against.
Okay.
Okay. So to answer that question,
ship blows up
to answer that question, Rita,
triumphantly.
you don't have all, you can't you aren't able to discover whether or not all the parts are here. But you do know that you have enough of the droid brain intact that most likely you can get the thing powered up as long as you connect it to appropriate power supply. You can get the thing powered up, and it's a sound modulator, so the thing that allows it to like beep and whistle and whatnot. Likely that thing would be functioning as well. So you think if you were able to power it up, you'd be able to communicate with it. I imagine it's going to be a little glitchy, you know. As to whether or not it has other parts, you're not entirely sure.
Okay. I mean, then I'll probably leave him where he is for now after that.
Okay.
And I would tell the rest whenever we meet up again.
Okay.
I don't know if Farron and Bato are still outside.
So Varen, just to push Wade to the side for a moment, he'd be like, you know, more or less, it seems like we have time between now and when we must meet with the Hutt, but not too much time. Go and retrieve the ship that we came here for, and then we can relocate to an area where we can better plan our approach. I need to contemplate what has just happened. You know what I mean? But Varen is kind of introspective when he's doing this, because what Varen's going in there contemplating is similar to like what he was doing literally on the trip here, was he kind of went down a dark path, as we know, on the planet prior, where he was just like shot up a place. And that just, he caused her, I should say, to shoot up a place. So with this path here and how he just like so aggressively attacked her, he's going to get, you know, go and once again, kind of think on himself about what happens and kind of prepare himself for dealing with the Hutt. But in the meanwhile, he doesn't need to go gallivanting about looking for some ship that belongs to this dude. That's kind of a task somewhat beneath him when you already know where it is and so on and so forth. He has other things he can focus on. So that'd be like Varen to Bato. I don't know if Bato would say anything specific to Varen or anything like that.
So he wants me to go and track down this person or to scope it out, or?
No, he's just saying that you have time between now and when you my apologies. The between now and when you have to meet with the
Hutts.
The Hutt, thank you. Between now and when you have to meet with the Hutt. So you are welcome to go with Messi and Rena, because there could be danger there. To go and
if
retrieve
he's just
the
going to
ship.
meditate here and he doesn't need my assistance in seeing how he just carried himself through that combat, Bato would be like, "No, you're fine."
I'd suggest like him staying in the cargo area, like with, you know, just so that nobody can like interfere. You know?
Oh, he's definitely going into the cockpit. He's definitely going into the passenger area of the primary part of the ship. Not staying in the prison section right now. There's no need to stay in the prison section, right? So.
Well, I wasn't sure if like, you know, because nobody would be able to access
We're
it.
probably going to be gone for days. So I mean,
no. Remember, it was only how long?
A day out, a day back. Days.
It's not even a day's ride away from here.
Really? That is going to take like a favorite minute to get there and back.
It might take that long.
Hours.
It might take a favorite minute. So
favorite hour.
No, whoa, hold on.
That's still at least 5 hours, Messi.
So, Rena, Messi and Pat, was there anything else specific your characters want to kind of go over at this point? How is Pride feeling? Like, he just had 2 stim packs, right, shoved into his body. How's he doing?
What were the crits that you ended up taking again?
I don't know what the crits
sure,
are.
I'll reshare with the team.
Because you threw down like 3 extra ones, which I know we took off. But
yeah, he deleted them. Yeah,
I deleted them. So I have I pulled my hamstring, which sucks. Not a season-ending injury, but I do lose a free maneuver until end of encounter, which I guess is over.
Yep.
Yeah. Do I just leave that on the sheet, or do I?
You do, because that adds to the other ones.
Effect off though. I hit that.
Correct. Yep.
I also have off balance, so I add 1 set back die to the next skill check, so I don't need to worry about that anymore.
Mhm.
The only other one that I have that's really a problem is I'm at the brink of death. So I suffer 1 strain each time I perform an action.
Hmm.
Yeah. Luckily, I have a pretty good strain threshold, so I'm
For
okay at
now.
the moment. Yep.
For now.
But I can only do a few actions before I die. So
I guess question for Scott, real quick. On Pride's ship, would we have like better, like things for healing? Like, would we keep that kind of stuff on there, or is it, like I'm gonna have to find somewhere, or can I?
probably
Do
have
I
spice
know
on
of
there.
somewhere here on Nar Shaddaa that we could take him?
So,
I'm saying.
a
Like
character.
Ripper Doc or something.
Mm-hmm.
So a character may attempt a medicine check to help a character may attempt a medicine check to help a character heal wounds. Each character may only receive a medicine check, 1 medicine check each encounter, as there is only so much good first aid can do to help a character. The difficulty of the check is based on the subject's current state of health. On a successful check, the target recovers a number of wounds equal to the number of successes generated by the medicine roll, and the amount of strain equal to advantage generated. A character may also attempt to help someone recover from a critical injury by making a medicine check, with a difficulty equal to the severity of the critical injury. A character may attempt 1 medicine check per week per critical injury. A character may attempt to heal his own normal wounds or recover his own critical injuries with medicine, but increases the difficulty of the medicine check by 2. In addition, attempting a medicine check without the proper equipment increases the difficulty check by 1. None of you guys have the correct medical equipment to do healings and stuffs.
So just to clarify on the wording there, it said each character can only try once per week. Is that each character, as in everyone in the party gets 1 try a week? Or
No.
The party gets 1 try a
The
week?
person getting healed can only get 1 heal a week.
1 heal a week. Okay.
Yeah, let me just.
I don't know if I
Each
trust
character may
Lady
also
enough.
attempt to help someone recover. Yeah.
I don't think I trust Lady enough to fix my brink of death situation I'm in here. So we definitely need to find a Ripper Doc or something. Or
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. She's the most adequate for helping out with this
I can
sort of
shoot
a
your
thing,
arm
but-
off.
Okay, that's a thing.
Yeah, that'll carterize right away. Should be okay.
Should be fine. It's a laser.
Get a new arm. Are there any doctors in Nar Shaddaa? I feel like there's come on, like if someone falls off a ladder in Nar Shaddaa, they bring them somewhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. There's definitely places where you can go to have them healed. But remember, this is before Bacta was a thing in the Star Wars universe. This is when Kelpo was a thing. And Kelpo doesn't hold the way that Bacta does, and it can't be produced the same way. It's from certain water worlds where Kelpo comes from. And so if you are far away from that water world, the stuff degrades pretty quickly afterwards. That's why, if you played the KOTOR games, there was such a huge commerce around that water planet that was inside the games, right? But anyways, these things do exist, but for the most part, you're lying on a table for surgery, not really dealing with a tank that's as helpful. But you can definitely find a doctor that can do this for you. It's just there's not hospitals. There's just it's like private hospital. It's like the health insurance in the United States. You know what I mean? And you're like, hey, I got an injury, and they're like, you bring your credit card, and you're like, it's a toothache. They're like, bring 2.
This is hitting a little too home. Hitting home for me.
Yeah, well, we're all Americans, so.
You guys know
Yeah,
those
I've gotten
memes
to
of-
experience that though the last 4 days.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know those memes where someone's like, "Congratulations, sir, the surgery was a success," and the secretary comes in and she's like, "Sir, your card was declined," and then they rip the organs back out.
It's
Anyway.
pretty fun.
That happens on Nar Shaddaa, I imagine. That's real here. So
Very real.
Yeah.
Okay. The dice don't work. I wonder if the bot went down. I can look at it afterwards.
sorry, no rolling chat.
Yeah, you can do exclamation point roll. I'll have to look afterwards, Nero. But back to the game. So I'm not going to wheel over there to look at the other computer and everything. So back to the game. So you, how are you feeling, man? Messy.
Oh, me. I thought you were talking to Pat for a second
No.
because of the medical stuff he said for
No.
the last 4 days, but that's cool. We don't really mind. Yeah. So after he takes his stims, he's probably not saying much, I imagine. He's probably just like, if he does say anything, he's like mumbling, but he's really kind of lost his language skills during this injury that he suffered. And he'll kind of like, what's the word? Not limp, but like stumble. That's the word. Stumble onto the ship and just like sit in the captain's seat and just let Lady hit him with a couple stims, and he's just gonna like be laying there not saying anything, just kind of glazed look, staring straight ahead. And then after the whole Varen Bato conversation and Lady's grabbing whatever she can find kind of thing, as we're getting ready to leave, is that happening right now? That was happening right now, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. As we're getting ready to leave, he'll kind of push himself up and hobble after them. But he's not going to be saying anything just yet. He's going to be quiet.
Okay.
Can we find like...
Ooh,
I
did
imagine-
all of you guys roll after the combat ended for your strain?
No.
I don't think
Probably
so.
did.
Yeah, I don't think you rolled cool. What is it, cool or... Yeah, you guys did not. It's cool or a discipline. Is that what it is? Simple, cool, or discipline check. So that means zero purple,
Simple.
cool, or discipline
Cool.
to heal all of your to heal your strain.
Discipline.
Oh wait, did we? I think we might have.
We
You
did
did
it
it.
at the beginning
You
of
did it.
last session.
Correct,
We
but
were
not the
fighting
Oh.
before.
Yeah, correct.
yeah.
So go ahead. You have to
Okay.
want to roll.
Nice.
Okay, so Rena, you heal one Bato strain. Good, Rena, and go ahead, Messy.
Should make a trade and heavy dice on.
Oh, it's under skills.
That's 3 for you, Pride.
Woo! Down to 0.
Awesome, not strained, and 3 for
Nice.
Rena.
Nice.
Is that an action or maneuver? Does he just go back up?
No. All right, so my apologies. After the conversation ends, you were about to do something, Messy. You're gonna get this kick started.
Oh, I was just gonna say he'll like follow them and go with Varen's plan, and he's just gonna be very quiet and to himself, at the moment. But
Okay.
I'll explain in a little bit what's happening.
Okay.
I imagine I'll find like while I'm like getting ready, I need it to find like two things. One being like a speeder to get us to like the location of Pride's ship. The other being whatever doctor or something that I know of nearby, because I assume he's not doing well. So I figured we'll have to do that at maybe first. I don't know. She might ask him if it's fine to find the ship first and then find a doctor after.
Yeah, he'd probably. It's weird when you ask him that question. He'll probably be looking at Bato. Actually, he'd take a long look at Bato, thinking it over, and then he'd look back to you and just kind of shake his head and say, I think I need to get better first.
All right. And then I'll search for somewhere to take him first,
Oh,
and then we
and-
can come back.
Lady, I know myself too well. Will you hold on to this for me? And he'll take his pistol out of his pocket and hand it out to you.
She'll take it and like attach it to like one of her I guess belts or something. She's got her own blaster, so the same one, I suppose.
Cool. And then he just won't say anything. He'll follow behind.
So where's the nearest?
Yeah, do you have a
Doctor
map
or
in your head or
something?
something?
I assume I do because we've been here. Well, we're
Right,
primarily on
we've been here.
Arshadoth, so
So there are definitely like doctors and whatnot around that you can bring them to. The big question is, doctors totally will keep their patients at knife point if they think there's a halfway decent what's the word I'm looking for, bounty that they can collect off of them, or you can pay them not just for their services but also pay them to not want to collect the bounty off of you too. The question is whether or not there's a bounty on Pride's head before you go bring him into a doctor's, because
I
it's
can
not
look
like these
that
are.
up if I connect to a terminal, right?
Yep.
Maybe not this
So-
terminal.
so then
but-
there's
No, not this
also-
one.
There's also another option too, because again, you guys, like you said, spend a lot of time in Arshadoth, so you're familiar with it here. Whereas, like say, Varen and Bato were not, right? That there are other doctors that, out of the kindness of their soul or spirit or whatever, actually do run relatively honest clinics, and they're relatively honest people, and they want to give an opportunity for others to like be able to get healed up for a decently safe price and without looking to turn people in, so on and so forth. However, if somebody put like a whole bunch of like delicious honeyed ham on like the side of the road and a big sign that says free ham, like, wouldn't you want to go check it out?
No, it's side of the road ham.
Are you sure though? Because it's like,
yeah, it's probably dirty and it's
yeah,
probably
but it's like outside of a farm, and it says like free ham. Listen, you don't know.
You just gotta go grab a ham.
Listen,
off the
you don't,
side of
you
the
don't,
road.
you don't
That's
necessarily grab the ham. You're gonna
That's
go look at
insane.
it. You're gonna
That's
investigate the situation.
I'm not gonna
You'll be like,
investigate the ham. I'd
What
probably
is
end up
this
on-
free ham?
on like Punked or something? No one
Yeah,
does
wow.
that.
So, anyways, lots of people are interested in your ham.
What would you do? A piece of ham on the side of the road.
You
I
like,
just wanted to make that
you like,
joke.
you like Scott? You could have said anything. Puppies. Puppies would have worked.
If it was
Anyways.
puppies, I feel bad.
So either way, you can definitely go there and look for this opportunity. But there are definitely going to be other people that are kind of like taking a glance about and seeing if there's slim pickings, knowing that once again there could be a bounty in there. There could be something they can make some creds off of, or you can search the HoloNet and see if there's a bounty on either of you.
Technically, we're not even on this planet. So,
I mean, I would try to figure out if there was a bounty on us, but that's not really my first priority yet. I guess it's I guess I'd have to do it at the same time depending on who I'm looking for. Probably somebody like you were saying, like the latter. Someone who's genuinely gonna help if there is someone nearby.
So you want to look for that sort of a thing? Absolutely.
so
So
you might even know this person.
as I said beforehand, you would definitely know of some people in the area. The question is whether or not they're still alive. My apologies.
Mhm.
So you can go ahead and roll me a streetwise check. It's going to be a streetwise check. Nothing crazy, just 2 purple. Or I should say, honestly, she relatively simple because it'd be known. I would say 1 purple, but because of how long it's been since you've been here, let's add 2 black dice.
I'm not rolling. Sorry, can't risk it.
He dies.
Oh,
Fuck.
shit. Wait, you only have 1 streetwise?
Give me 1 second because I actually did not pull up that chart. That's probably just too strained to Arena because it's funny
Wait.
for me. But give me 1 second.
Okay, let me roll. 2 black and 1 purple.
1 second.
Am I technically following them during this time?
They haven't even left yet. They're still inside the ship.
We're still here.
So,
Yeah,
so
you're
Rena,
here.
suffer 2 strain, please.
All right, I'm gonna roll, Scott. I didn't realize it was cunning. I thought it was something else. Yeah, that's good. Let me guess. 1 strain.
Yeah, 1 strain's fine for you.
Yeah, asshole. Okay,
Yeah,
great.
You're welcome. Okay, cool. So she tries looking into the HoloNet or whatever it is, and she starts like kind of more or less trying to crack into code and so on and so forth. And she's way too analytically looking for this. And you're just kind of like, what you doing over there? Click, 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 and more or less check like your Facebook page. And like it says open. Like she's like, oh. You find out there is one nearby. However, it is not the same direction as the way that you guys have to go. You guys are going one direction. And the path to go see this doctor, if you will, or this hospital, if you want to call it that, is going to be a different direction entirely. I don't know if you want to stand for that.
Looks like we're going the wrong way. Sorry. What about our bounties? Do we have to check that here too?
Yeah, you're going through the HoloNet, and so you can absolutely search for that. It's going to be a little bit more difficult of a check, though.
What would the check be?
This one there's 2 ways you can go about it. You can more or less like throw pings out there, or you can try to search a little bit more discreetly. Or you can do it more discreetly. So it's either going to be streetwise or knowledge underworld.
Knowledge underworlds.
Sí,
Oh,
señorita.
yeah, I could do that.
Sure.
What's the
What's the
difficulty?
check?
Yep.
Yeah.
So because it's the one that's a little bit more discreet, you're going to go ahead 3 purple.
Dark side? Dark side?
Yeah, okay. Since you ask, because you want to flip the dice, and I would love to see Rena get caught. Upgrade that, please. I mean, despair does mean that you get caught.
I'll die. Hey, let's go.
Sadly, you succeed.
Sadly, sorry.
You want to recover strain or
strain.
okay? So you actually do discover that there is in fact a bounty specifically on Messi's head. So it's actually a funny one, Reno. When you look it up, it's actually an old lingering bounty from a job that Messi didn't complete. I should say, Pride didn't complete from prior to when the two of you met each other. So this is actually a long while ago that this happened. It's like, oh
I would
yeah,
have looked that up. That's fine.
Does
it's
it
like
increase interest, or is it just like a very small?
it's maintained. So it's something that you've seen before that you forgot that it existed, but it's not even like a very big thing. It's worth 3,000 credits.
Fucking god, that's kind of a lot for some of these schmucks.
Okay. Well, nothing serious, I guess. I know it's out of the way, but it seems it would make more sense to go to this location. Take the risk.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. You guys can hop into. So you want to find a speeder, Pat? Your character, would he want to go and see if he can pick out the speeder that he thinks is best for getting from A to B? I mean, I want to remind you of the scene that you guys happen to be in. If you don't recall, the entire docking area was made dark. The lights weren't turned back on. So it's a large docking area that is completely dark because it was hacked into, sliced into, I should say. And nobody's been able to turn the lights back on yet after this couple-minute conversation with a couple minutes of slicing into the HoloNet or searching on the HoloNet, right? So would your character want to go around and find the best speeder to acquire? Or do you guys want to try to go about this legal means?
I probably wouldn't do anything unless they asked me to do it, as I really don't know them.
Okay.
Like I know Varen and like Crossa, like our thing, we wouldn't go around and just steal shit. Unless we knew they were bad, I guess. We have Bato has nothing against this planet, and he doesn't know, because I don't think it's been talked about in game that they're from Nar Shaddaa, right? I imagine over the months we know that Pride's ship is here, but I think that's all that's been discussed with
Correct. Yep.
both Bato and Varen. So
Correct.
Bato probably, but he would just eagerly follow. I wouldn't look for anything to just like GTA it, you know. Unless you guys ask me, I would just be following your. I wouldn't be taking lead. I would be mainly following you.
Yeah, I don't think Pride would be interested in any more crimes at the moment.
It's just bringing more attention to you.
So you're going to want to find
something
legal
quickly.
means. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you could actually just find somebody else that's going to transport you. So not renting or buying or whatever it is. So just going to pay a taxi. That's not a big deal. So, you know, you guys shell out a good 50 credits just to be able to pay to have you delivered both to the location where Messi is going. And then this will also cover the trip for when you go over to the other place as well. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is this 50 each or 50?
Just
total?
50. Yeah.
Each.
Total.
I could take it off mine.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you make your way over to where the hospital is, right? So you guys go walking into the place and you see like the person that's kind of handling the hospitaling. You know, it's a human guy that's there, and he's like, "What? Oh, come in. Let's see if we can keep you going. Sit there, and one of the droids will start to give you a checkup." And he kind of like goes through routine or whatever. Looking over your injuries, just kind of like fast forwarding a good 2 hours or so before they finally get to you and start properly looking you over. They're like, whew, you're a bit banged up, aren't you?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we could work on you. There's a couple of easy things that we can see to, but honestly, I think you're going to have to spend the night.
Okay.
If you don't mind spending the night here, it's going to run you a bit, but, you know, you can spend the night here, and I'll see what I can do about fixing that up for you. Because, buddy, you look like you're on the brink.
I agree.
So he looks to the others. We don't have beds for you two.
I'll be all right, lady.
And get the ship
Split the
if
party.
you're fine here.
All right.
I didn't do it. So you're gonna go and lie down, I imagine, and
Yeah.
do the whole cool. So it's gonna be Rena and what's his name? He does just to cover costs. He says if you're gonna be spending the night here, it's gonna cost you 700 credits.
I'll pay it.
He looks at you and says, "Up front."
Yeah, I'm paying it.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm just trying to find where it is.
And we'll worry about how that actually rolls out for you shortly. So, Rena and Pat, your characters, of course, haven't dropped him off there. Been there for about 2 hours or so, waiting for him to be checked in, so on and so forth. Eventually, you're going to be able to make your way back out to the speeder. Or back outside where a speeder will pick you up and bring you to, it doesn't have to be that one waiting all that time. A speeder will pick you up and bring you over to the ghost town that we talked about beforehand, the ship being. Now, Rena, if you don't recall from the backstory or chat, if you don't recall from the session 0, what Rena ended up doing to work for the plan that they had put together for their characters to temporarily split from one another and Messi's character to be frozen in carbonite and that whole bit, is she actually found like an old kind of like hangar area and tucked the ship away into it and just kind of kept it hidden there for a nice long while. Actually worked on it for a bit to get a little spiffed up from where it was beforehand. But she has it kind of tucked away. And this is instead of a ghost town. As a reminder, Nar Shaddaa, which is the planet you can see beneath me, is actually a moon. And it is just one giant city. Just like one giant city, pretty much the entire surface, and multi-layered up and down city. So in that city, there's going to be chunks of city that are just kind of like abandoned, and this is what we're calling ghost towns, areas where there's almost nobody that lives there, and effectively there's no law there. By that I mean there's no like major crime lord that runs it. There's no like HUT or whatever it is that runs like a huge that kind of area. It's kind of a forgotten spot. That doesn't mean there isn't some other person that happens to live in whatever community lives in that abandoned area that thinks of themselves as boss, but this is going to be pretty small time people, right? So the speeder drives you up, Rena, going towards the ghost town as discussed beforehand. Then eventually you actually see as it slows down and it stops. A quick calculation in your mind from how far away it is from where you are, it's about another maybe 3-minute drive on the speeder to get you the rest of the way there. And it comes to a complete stop. All right.
Wait, how far away?
About a 3-minute drive.
And he stopped
Mm-hmm.
before that?
Mm-hmm.
Is it pretty? I don't need to run a perception check or anything to see if there's other cabbies like this out here, are there?
You do not see any others around.
The ghost town, right?
Not quite to the ghost town, but yes.
Bottle will just kind of say under his breath, "How many credits to keep you here for about an hour?"
Buddy, I'm not driving any closer. It's to describe the person that's in front of you, it is a male Weequay. If you know who those are the ones that tend to have like the hair that almost looks like dreadlocks. They're kind of almost look like bug people. In the Star Wars Clone Wars series, there was like a bunch of pirates that are Weequay, including that like fun one that always had the sunglasses. I don't remember his name though. They usually live in deserts. Mm-hmm.
He would just, Bata would again just ask, in not a menacing tone or anything like that. He would just repeat his question: "How many credits for you to stay here for about an hour?" For an hour, I'll just say an hour.
He thinks for a moment. He goes, 200.
I'll give you 300, but I better see you out here.
He nods. 300 credits. I'll stay here for an hour. Rena, you're doing calculations in your...
I'll give him half now and half at the end. But
you're doing calculations in your mind for how far away you know what it is from here. If you stayed on the speeder for another 3 minutes, you'd get there. If you go on foot at the average speed that you guys tend to walk at, now granted, Pride does have a bit of a swagger that slows him down because Pride has a bit of, correct. He has a bit of a swagger that slows him down. It's an inefficient way of walking. Bato and yourself tends to be a little bit more efficient, but you believe it would take you probably an hour just to walk the rest of the way there. Speeders are
what an
extremely fast. So when you say that, he's like, yeah. And you do this calculation in your head, Rena, as they're making this deal, and Bato starts pulling out 150 credits.
Still quite a ways to the location. Is there a particular reason you won't try further than here?
He gestures out and says, no, I ain't gonna die.
What makes you think you'll die in the protection of a Mandalorian?
He looks at you. No offense, but things get weird when you go in places like that. Things go in, don't come back.
You will.
Kind of chuckles a bit and says, you asked me to stay an hour. I'll stay an hour. And he holds out his hand to take the credits, which clearly I haven't handed over yet.
I'll offer up 1,000 for him to take us there and back.
You say that, and it's the full-on, like, you're going to go ahead and roll me a negotiations check. When you roll this, it's going to be against just nice and easy, a 1 purple, but you're going to get 3 blue dice from this one.
3 purple, you said?
1 purple, 3 blue dice.
1 purple. All right, I'm going to use a light side. Hope for a triumph, I guess. Actually, I could downgrade you, huh?
You can get rid of that purple.
Yeah, I'll do that.
'Kay.
So 3 purple. 3
purple.
blues.
Yep.
1 purple, 1 downgrade.
Yep.
Cool, because my negotiation is ass. Sick.
You very, 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 very much succeed. So,
There's nothing I can do with all that. Can I take 2 of those advantage and let you keep the other?
okay.
I'm just strain. That's all. Wait, would I have? Yeah, I would have had strain. Never mind.
Yep. So he says, 1,000 credits. I'll drive you there. I'll carry your bags and tuck you in. And when you keep staring at him, he says, and I'll wait for you to drive back.
I'll take the 150 and I'll toss them to him right now. Then that I had ready, just as of goodwill.
Yep. He looks at the 150 and goes, "This isn't half."
That's just for taking us so far. You'll get full payment when we get there.
Why don't you go ahead and roll me a 2 purple? What's the word I'm looking for here?
Intimidation.
No. Xenology or Xeno whatever check, but you get a blue die, 1 blue die, because you
Would it be
passed it on to
Underworld?
yourself. No, it's about Xeno whatever it's called.
Xenology.
Xenology, thank you.
All right. 2 purple.
1 my apologies, 2 purple, 1 blue die.
I'm not gonna light side you, dark side.
Not for this.
All right. Ooh, strain. Are you using it?
You can take the strain. You actually realize that Wigwe, while they are kind of a warrior people, they are also not exactly known for their bravery when adversity really stands against them. When like numbers are stacked against them, they're kind of renowned for turning tail
Cowardice.
and running. Yeah. So handing them only a small amount early on, knowing that you might get screwed over, is actually probably a good idea.
Well, that was just 150 for just him taking us here. I'm still planning on giving him another 1,000, like on top of that, not just like 850 or whatever. That's just the 150 from our earlier bargain.
Yep.
Of him being a good sport of allowing to wait for an hour, I guess.
Yep.
Bato would respect that.
Okay. So he is says, well, sit down. And then and it goes off in the speeder bike and drives for a whopping another 3 minutes. Why don't you guys go ahead and roll me perception checks as you're driving? Now, this is unfortunately you guys are driving particularly fast, so this is one of the few scenarios where for you, Bato, it's going to be for a perception check, it's going to be 3 purple, and you actually have 2 black dice. And Rena, it's 3 purple and only 1 black die because you can process that kind of like stuff moving by quickly a little bit easier than Bato is. Usually,
That's why I
Bato can
like-
ignore environmental things.
Yeah.
No, your visor won't help you with this.
All right.
Okay. So you characters are kind of like traveling along the whole while, trying to get there. And again, it's only about another 3-minute drive to get to the area where Rena recalls the hangar being, right? So that's not that far of a drive, right? Do I hear the music? Just realized I can't even hear the music. All right, there it is. It's just the song is quiet. That's all. Sorry, 1 second. Sorry about the distraction. Okay, so Rena, not Rena, Rena and Messi, Rena and Pat. My apologies, I can't get your names
There
right.
you go.
Listen, I'm a dad. Y'all have parents. Y'all know what it's like, okay? You all know what it's like when your parent cycles through you and your siblings' names. I don't know who is who. I am a parent. You know how it is. Yeah. Like, Rena, no. Pat, no. Messi, no. Bato, no. Wade. So you guys, as you're traveling through here, kind of like just taking the sights, Rena, you're getting there. It's approaching. It's coming very, very soon that it's arriving. Then all of a sudden, everything goes dark. L4D7's gone. No, jokes aside, actually, something is fired from off in the distance, and it's fired at the land speeder as it's moving along at its high speed. You guys don't notice the thing firing, and you guys don't notice the people that were kind of like traveling along the buildings or whatever they were, kind of like tracking you as you go. What you notice is the large thing, excuse me, looks almost like a square-shaped plunger. Because like imagine a stick at the end, and then instead of like a cup-like cap, almost like a square-like cap that lands and attaches to the side of the vessel itself, and immediately starts to pulse out like little jolts of electricity and whatnot. And you can instantly start to see that the speeder itself is immediately reacting as part of the speeder that you guys are traveling along starts to dip down, starts scratching along the side of the ground, causes the thing to like spin and turn out, and the driver of the thing just kind of like, oh shit, as he's kind of like holding on, white knuckling, trying to get the thing to not keep spinning and whatnot.
Can I shoot it?
You shoot what? The thing that's on the well, currently you're spinning out, so I don't know if you want to pull out a gun and just start like randomly shooting while you're spinning. But
Why not?
you're right. Nothing could possibly go wrong. Somebody's like walking by, pushing their groceries, and then I was like,
In a ghost house?
well, clearly it's. Pat's like, I ain't afraid of no
Clearly the
ghosts.
bad people are out here. I thought I ain't afraid.
So, either way, you want to try to just shoot the thing that's attached to it?
Well, I mean, it is attached, right?
Correct. It is whatever it was seemed to clink onto it, and it's affecting the shit out of it.
Yeah. So I would try. Shoot, why not?
Okay. So you this is going to be a difficult shot for you because you're spinning out and stuff like that. But it's close range. You're holding what gun?
That's what I was wondering if. I was thinking. Well, I don't know. That pistol you gave me is not on my character sheet anymore. By the way,
What pist?
I had a heavy blaster pistol.
Oh, you got it from when the you guys
Ages
are.
ago, but you took it off my sheet and it's not on my sheet anymore.
Well, you lost it from the last campaign, but you
No,
would have
no,
gotten a
no.
new one from when you guys freed Messi and them.
Right.
Yeah,
So
it's
I'll
not on your
probably
sheet.
use that. It's not on my sheet, so I don't know.
Oh, that's really
I guess
weird.
I'll just use my rifle then to make it.
No,
easier.
blaster pistols are good. It's a better idea
Well,
than
it's a
than
close
rifle.
range thing, so
Yeah.
it's engaged range. So I mean, I'm not gonna take my rifle and just like.
Yeah, that'd be bad. So so usually engaged is 2 purple, but then a blaster pistol adds 1 more, so it's actually 3 purple, whereas your other thing would have been 4. So it's 3 purple is what you're rolling against, but because you're spinning out and shit like that, it's actually going to be. I'm going to give you an upgrade and 2 black dice. Now, I will tell you, I think you could do the brace maneuver to get rid of those 2 black
Quiet?
dice. Huh?
Am I chat saying I'm quiet.
You sound fine to me.
Far away, Pat.
Sounds really quiet on stream. Yeah.
Rena, can you speak and see if you sound
I
quiet
think
as well?
We all sound really quiet on stream. Yeah. It
I
looks
think
like
yeah.
Oh, when I
Right
fucked with
here.
my sound, I could have messed it up. I'm so sorry. Give me 1 second. You guys want to talk now?
Hi.
Hello,
That
hello.
probably fixes it. I messed up my sound by accident. So that probably fixed it for you. Sorry about that. Okay, still a bit quiet, but better. Sounds good now. Let's keep talking and see if it matters. All right, so keep going. Pat, do you want to shoot this thing? It's 2 black
Yeah.
dice. So it's 2 black dice, 3 purples with an upgrade.
Say that one more time. 3 purples.
With an upgrade and
Uh-huh.
2 black dice. Are you going to use a light side point?
Yes.
Oh, you can use your last light side point. Thanks, buddy.
Yes, I am. Again, I don't have the roll for a pistol. Can you like?
Oh, you just press light, whatever.
Oh, you want me to
Range
do
light.
that?
Yep, range light.
Now, before
Is it better
you,
now?
Before you do a thing, before you tell me my outcome, I've got a thing planned.
Okay.
So again, 2 purples. Or I'm sorry, 3 purples, 2 blacks, 1 upgrade.
1 bad person upgrade, and how are you using the light side?
That's what I'm wondering right now. Probably gonna downgrade. So I can't aim at this, right? Just because of the severity of how much I'm spending.
So maybe, if you have the brace maneuver, allows you to remove those 2 black dice. If you want to burn 2 strain, you can also aim, which would give you
Wait, yeah, I've got 2 ranks of brace.
correct, which is why 1 maneuver will remove both black dice. Correct.
Yeah, so I'm burning 2 strain to do that and to give myself a blue dice.
And you give yourself a blue die, and whenever you aim, you also
I
get 2
upgrade.
upgrades. Yep.
2 up. No, I thought it's 2 blue dice, 1 upgrade.
No, 1 blue die, 2 upgrades.
Oh, okay.
It's powerful. And how are you spending your light side point?
Again, downgrading.
Okay, my apologies. Go ahead.
Hey, just
There you go.
chiming in. It looks like you're still a little quiet. I just listened to it, and I can confirm we're all still a little quiet. Thanks.
Wait, really? Because I just jerked it up a bit more after I saw Githan a bit ago.
He's still quiet.
I think so.
Because now, to my ears, you're significantly louder than you. Speak for a second.
Sure.
Hi.
Yeah, I can talk for a while. You just listen.
I'm
to
gonna
the
go grab
stream
my
mic?
dinner that's been left at my front door. I will be right back.
Oh, okay.
Yep. I am eating my dinner currently. Actually, that's why I went dark.
Almost impossible to hear and Pesha's quiet. Oh, okay.
I mean, I am at a point where it's very loud for my own ears now. So I turned it up a little bit more.
Else, maybe.
No, this would be the only area. I can make myself quieter. That way it's more in line if need be, but I just updated it. I mean, you're always quiet, Messy. That's just who you are as a person. And Rena's always loud because of the settings on her microphone. So she's not a loud person. It's literally the settings on her microphone. Not
Actually, I am loud usually.
not loud. So Rena, you think you're loud? Remember, I'm from Southie.
Okay, well, this is me trying to tone it down, bro. You haven't talked to me in person.
Rena, have you ever watched
Loud
the
as
Have you
fuck.
ever watched the Desperate Housewives of Southie?
No.
Go on YouTube, watch the Desperate Housewives of Southie, and you'll go, "Oh, that's your family," and I'll be like, "Yeah."
Probably similar to mine.
Oh,
I'll take it. I
okay.
rolled by them.
Okay. So, no, my capture settings are fine. I'm just loud because I keep hitting the red line. They keep hitting the yellow line. So there, I turn myself down. Now I'm not hitting red anymore. And they're good. So
Bye,
thank you,
Pat.
sir. I love the fact that they have 0 light side and I get to hit them left and right now. So actually, he pulls out his pistol really quickly. shoots the thing, completely fritzes it out, and sends it off. Rena, you see him bust out his thing and shoot the thing and fritz it off, but you can already immediately tell by the way that whatever this was almost like almost imagine like an energy sink. Like this thing was designed to just suck the fucking power out of the engine that's on that side of the land speeder. That thing is completely thrown off. But luckily for you, you happen to be both an engineer and somebody who just recently brushed up on her knowledge of land speeders in the race that you guys just did with Pride, right? So you actually know that if you feed the power over from one of the engines to the other one, you could probably fix the balance because clearly this pilot shit and can't compensate with his skill. You know what I mean? So,
Just so happen to be an engine.
why don't you go ahead?
Vroom,
Why don't you go ahead and if that's something that you'd want to do, or you abandon the ship or whatever you'd like, it would be a mechanics check. But because the thing is still spinning and difficult, it's going to be a mechanics check. This is going to be, again, same as him, 2 purples, a red, and then 2 black dice.
Mechanics, you said?
Yes, ma'am. Is there any way you'd like to affect that? You obviously can't light side, so I'm just going to go ahead and do
Okay.
one.
What are you doing? Are you upgrading?
Oh, I'm downgrading your skill.
Upgrading my skill? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So
I don't want no triumphs.
Can I roll again just to see what I would have gotten?
Sure.
Never mind.
I hear Brittany creeping around above me.
I'm gonna say something controversial but true. Mexican Coke is far superior to regular Coke.
Of course it
it
is.
is true.
It uses real sugar instead of corn syrup, right? Yeah. That's not controversial. Almost every other country has better sweets than America because we have corn syrup and everything. And I blame Doxy for that.
I'm gonna use a new skill that I have yet to add to my character sheet.
Oh, so how convenient that you have a new skill you have yet to add to your character sheet.
Well, it's because I did my level up, but I haven't like typed it all in yet because I gotta type it by hand. Sorry. It's
Convenient.
from my experience that you gave me last time.
I also have skills that aren't on my character sheet.
I'm telling you the truth, and be honest. All right, you want me to lie to you? Yeah, it's in my character sheet. Haha, don't go checking. Like,
Dude, there's somebody here with the name Beantown. Oh man, I bet they're wicked pissa. Go ahead, Rena.
it's master artisan. So once per, I guess it says round. I don't know if that'll work here. Once per round, take the master artisan. Suffer 2 strain to decrease the difficulty of the next mechanics check by 1.
Oh, okay, cool.
I would say that count here. It just I don't know.
I mean, it's not much, but it's something.
Yeah.
What?
I'm eating
what do
Chipotle.
Like,
Oh, so I have for
I-
lunch.
How do
That's
I
pretty.
do this, Scott? Do I take 1 purple off? Do I do a downgrade? Like what?
So describe it one more. Read it to me one more time.
Once per
What
round, take the master artisan incidental. Suffer 2 strain to decrease the difficulty of the next mechanics.
Yeah, you
check
just
by
suffer
1.
2 strain and decrease the difficulty by 1. Yep.
Like, so do a downgrade. or-
downgrade,
On my
I would
side, yep.
imagine.
Yep.
Okay,
Downgrade
that's
on my
fine.
side.
Sorry, that's what I was asking.
No, it actually explicitly says decrease the difficulty. That's not the same thing as a downgrade.
Is that an actual purple then?
Right. So
That's
what I was
removing a
asking.
purple. Yep. That
Okay.
specifically removes a purple.
I was
Alright,
like,
cool.
wait, if it says actual difficulty, that would be.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Okay.
So your
I'm
your
rolling.
3 goes to a 2?
It was a 2 to
Oh, it
1
was a-
purple.
No, he said it was the same roll as me.
Yeah, it was 2 purples and a red. So now you're just doing one and
Why
said
did I
one.
two
roll with 3
purples.
purples then?
He said 2 purple, red, 1 red, 2 black.
Mm-hmm. And sir, the reason why you rolled 3 purples is because
Oh,
you
'cause I
used a
downgraded
downgrade.
them.
Correct.
Okay, I'm
Right.
rolling.
Look,
Mm.
could have been worse.
Could have been. So, Rina, you tried to. This is why I downgraded you. You tried to get the power supply to go from one side to the other. You were not able to successfully do so. Did you want to heal strain? Or did you want to use that a different way?
I could just pass a blue die to Bato.
Do you want to pass it to the pilot?
Oh yeah, next person, I guess.
Okay. So we'll pass it to the pilot, who is going to make a piloting planetary check to see if they can get this damn thing to stop spinning
Be
out.
under control.
Yeah. That whole thing. 1 second. They're going to roll their check. And if things go poorly, we'll see how it goes. Things went poorly. So this thing's spinning out and whatnot, and it starts careening towards a building. You guys...
There was no blue dice.
I hope I roll fucking despair.
I know. Watch if it does.
I hope I roll fucking despair. That's right.
Yeah. What advantage?
I'm
That just
gonna pass the blue die to the next person. So listen to this. He goes careening towards a building. So you guys end up having to either stick
jump
on this
ship?
or jumping ship. So to jump, you're gonna have to roll an athletics check or a coordination check for me. However, for the athletics check, it's a 2 purple with 1 black. For coordination, it is a 3 purple with 1 black, because obviously it's easier to jump off than it is to try to have a coordinated dive or whatever it is, right? So sloppy jumper, coordinated dive. 2 purples and a black, or 1 purple and a black, or 3 purples and a black. Sorry. Make your
I'll
check
be-
for me.
I'll be coordinating.
Okay, 3 and 1. Yes, sir.
Are you black die? Are you light side me? I say black side. Light
Give
side,
you
dark side.
give me 1 second before I make that final decision. I gotta look at Rena's skill first. Where's her athletics?
Which
Where's her
one?
coordination?
Oh,
I will dark side you, yeah. And I'm gonna
Me?
upgrade that difficulty.
So, Rena, if I can, I'm gonna take that blue.
yeah, that's fine.
Oh no, oh yeah, gotcha. Yep.
Okay.
Failed. Advantageously.
Oh, I forgot to do something. Shoot, never mind.
So you failed, which means that you tried to
I was
coordinate your
gonna brace through that to get the black dice out, but
Oh, you never really enough time to brace. You it's kind of like a quick jump. So you try to coordinate your jump, try to jump out gracefully to land in a way that you're not just going to be tumbling or flopping around on the ground or whatever it is, right? And but unfortunately, you spent a little bit too much time, wiggling your butt trying to plan the right leap, and you realize you're not playing 5e. Your character doesn't have broken jump mechanics. So you that was for you, Rena. So you as you jump out of the ship, unfortunately, you don't jump far enough away from the ship. Now, I don't know if you know this, Patrick. If you're in an elevator that's falling and you jump at the very end, that does not save you from hitting the ground with all, the kinetic energy behind it. Like, you're still falling. You still have all that momentum, right? So you jump up to get out of the ship, and sure, your advantage, which I'm going to take 3 of this for this. You can keep 1 for yourself.
I was gonna pass it to Rena.
Cool.
The one.
With the
dice.
3 I'm taking, you're not in the ship when it smashes into the wall, but you still hit the wall yourself. And that's going to hurt. I'll tell you what that is in 2 seconds. Rena, athletics with 2 and 1 black, or coordination with 3 and 1 black?
Okay.
Huh?
I said okay.
Which one?
I'll do coordination.
And are you going to light side or no?
Up to.
Are you gonna dark side?
Well, if you don't light side, he will dark
He's
side.
gonna dark side. Fine, do it.
Upgrade
What are you doing?
upgrade the
He
difficulty.
can't tell you he's gonna dark side you. You have to decide first.
Okay.
You do get a blue though.
Oh,
You do
that's
get
right.
big old blue die.
Blue.
Mm. Fail. Yes.
Shitty rolls.
So the same idea. I can imagine your characters dive off either side, but unfortunately, even though you're, actually, you don't have a bunch of advantage. You try to dive off, but your little machine parts don't exactly move as quickly as his person parts. So you try to but you have so much like weight on top of you because you're made out of like metal and shit that as you kind of like gear down and get ready to go to the lift, you just don't have enough speed to kind of like gear it down to get to that low point and get the thrust to get out of here. So the thing goes careening into a wall while spinning out, right? So unfortunately for you, you happen to be on the inside. Patrick,
I have a question. Would I be able to make a full auto shot as I'm careening towards this building?
oh wait, a
Just
what?
straight into the building? Can I just start shooting at the building so my impact doesn't hurt as much?
No,
Oh, come on.
no.
I picked up a
No.
ship, Scott.
This isn't, no. First of all, no. And second of all, this isn't space. Firing a laser doesn't slow you down, at least in an amount that's worth
I'm
noting.
not saying I'm not saying to slow me down like an Acme kind of thing, like Wile E. the Coyote. I'm saying, can I shoot the wall so I go through it, not bam wall?
No.
Okay.
I mean, even if you got a couple blasts off for the sake of head cannon and whatnot, absolutely, that's fine. But not in a way that's going to be able to affect the impact. The impact is still going to be
That's fine.
against a wall. Yeah. So you know.
I figured I'd ask. Gwen.
So you have the good news because you actually were able to jump out of the way. So you, sir, are able to suffer just the 6 points of strain after soak. So this is the full
Strain?
lot. Sorry, the 6 points of wound after soak that smash into you. Right? Wait, let me see what your soak is.
My soak is 6. So am I fine?
Okay. Well,
And I
no,
just make a large.
my apologies. It was 10 points of damage for you. So you
this is
take
on, like, the
4.
magical sheet that's random. I see.
You take 4, not.
Yeah, I think we should make Scott re-roll his damage because I don't think he realized how much soak I had.
Nope, you're good. Your soak absorbs 2 more, so you take. I thought you had 4, so you take only 4 points of wound. Rena, however, yours is a little bit more painful because you were still inside the ship as it goes in. So not only do you hit the wall for the same 10 points of soak, but there's also a bit of a blast that goes off as well, which hurts you a little bit more. The blast does an additional 3, so it's 13 points total. What is your soak?
My soak is 6.
Jesus, Rena. So you take 7. Okay.
Okay.
What's your soak?
So if it was it's on
Wait.
top of that, or am I taking? What are you
You
taking? I'm
take
taking
the
an
7
extra-
wound. 7
taking
wound.
You
7
only have a
total.
soak of
So I'm at
3?
13.
Yeah, you take 7 wound on after
hadn't
your
healed.
soak. Correct.
I hadn't healed yet.
In ages. Yep.
No, in a long
Your
time.
soak is a 3?
Her soak's a 6.
6. Oh, gotcha. Because the blast, I
6.
forgot.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I forgot she's like a droid
Well-
that has like upgrades and whatnot. Not like paid for upgrades. Like she has talent she bought in her classes.
There were, I had
Yeah.
some.
Yeah. So either way, moving on. So you guys so you can imagine your characters are down for the count. Like this is a solid like 10 seconds or so where your ears are ringing from the explosion or whatnot. That's for you, Pat. And slowly kind of
How's
like
the
pushing yourself
driver?
up off the ground. Oh,
Is he dead?
he
Can you
did
make a roll for him?
for what?
Just to see if he made it out.
Okay.
I just.
I'll gladly make an athletics. I thought you were gonna try to grab his credits.
No, God, no. I mean, maybe. That's probably what I was going to go for, honestly.
All right. So 2 purple and a black because he's making an athletics check. He's just rolling 2
We're
purple on
not
this
going to
one.
light side him, Scott. So if you wanted darks.
Oh, he. I rolled a blue by accident. He didn't actually have a blue.
Oh, I thought he would have lived.
Oh, he didn't actually have a blue.
You
So,
should give it to him because he knows his ship well.
Pat if you want him to live. So if he smashes into the wall, we can say that he lived, but he's out
I
cold.
just say he's completely
Yeah,
fucked up.
He is out cold. So Pat, your ears are ringing and whatnot. Your body is aching
Yes.
and whatnot.
Yes, it is.
But you're able to push yourself up off the ground and be like, ugh, as you feel that. Rena, for you, it's one of those things where one of your cameras is completely powered off from that. Gives you your like trifocal sight, right? You have 3 cameras that you look through. So one of your cameras is completely powered off, and another one you notice a crack in the lens. It's like you see a crack in the lens and a couple of like broken pixels spired out from that crack in the lens. It's one of those things you just got. It takes you a couple moments before you can kind of like get your gears like locked into place the right way so you can push yourself back to standing up again.
Mm-hmm.
So when you guys stand up, I imagine your characters are going to have a verbal reaction to one another for what just transpired.
No,
But
I would immediately start looking perception-wise to see who shot at us.
First
I
of all,
can-
you got to make a perception.
Yep. What was it?
I was going to say first I have to make a perception. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna have a perception check to see who shot at us. I wouldn't even. I mean, Bata would immediately just go into war mode.
I
So-
would probably look as well, so it makes sense.
Pat, with the wound that you took, you're going to go ahead and roll me a 2 purple perception check with 2 black dice. But I think your helmet actually removes that for you. It's probably built onto your character sheet already. Rena, you, because you were a part of the explosion too, you're actually doing a 2 purple perception with 3 black dice.
I assume we're not taking his advantage. The NPCs is just like he's lived. He's just fucked up.
Yep.
So 2 purples, you said?
Yep.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
I could have passed that on to you.
Could have.
Oh, I thought we were rolling at the same time.
Yeah.
Kind of were, so that's fine. So, Rena, how do you want to use that triumph?
Well, Pat, do you want to do anything with your advantage? You to heal strain or what?
Negate enemies, defensive bonuses, ignore environmental penalties. A lot of that's combat stuff. I can force the target to drop something, but I don't know where our targets are, so that wouldn't really
Mhm.
make sense. Like, I'm just gonna give it to Scott, honestly, to describe something. Because
Okay.
I mean, I've got strain, but it's I'm not. I'm fine on strain. I can give us blues, but I don't know. I'm just gonna give it to Scott for story.
Okay.
For your triumph, I don't I don't know.
Rena, anything you want to do with your triumph?
Could add a difficulty, or you could just let Scott take it.
I
Unless you
It-
want to do something.
just don't have anything in mind. Scott, what do you think?
What I can do with your triumph?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, kind of combining the two together. So we're going to take that one strain, of course. So combining the two together, you guys can see that, you have a change of scene and then, environmental penalties, kind of putting that together. You imagine when you guys blasted into that wall right there, let's actually give a little bit of what Pat was talking about beforehand. Maybe his actual shots weren't enough to blast through. So when he jumped out, it actually put a hole in the wall. Let's be honest. He doesn't weigh that much with his armor and everything. His shots only did so much to the wall. But when he actually put those couple of shots into the wall, it did weaken it enough that when the fucking land speeder blasted into it, it actually knocked a hole through the wall and got skidding in on the inside. And Rena was not able to jump out in time. So she actually does happen to be on the part of the land speeder that's inside of the wall. So she's actually got a...
my mini cannon thing of me shooting at the wall did go through. Okay.
Yep, but about half of the land speeder went through, and she happens to be on the inside, which gives her a little bit of cover. I'll describe the inside in a second. Pat, you're on the outside.
30 feet behind me, or
No, right, like we're talking 6 feet away, 7 feet, just like the
Oh,
walls
so
right there.
she's
She's right on the
short?
inside. Yeah, like if you call out, L4, she can hear you and she can call back, right? So, anyways, on the outside of the wall, Pat, where you are, it's one of those things where you kind of get up and you immediately start looking around and you don't see them, but you're not an idiot. You know that there's others kind of coming around as well. So you immediately will be able to go over to where the part of the land speeder is kind of like broken through the wall, even though there's rubble and whatnot there. First and foremost, you could take cover behind the land speeder that's broken into the wall. And secondly, what you do notice is a couple of spots that rubble looks weak and where it's reinforced above. You think a good enough athletics check and you might be able to actually open up that hole that's there, allowing her to rejoin you out here and you to rejoin her in there. Either way. So that's where things currently stand. Nobody else seems to have attacked you yet.
yet.
What do you guys do?
Bato would just be like in kind of a hushed, not shouting tone, as I'm sure. I mean, I could see the wreckage from here. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
just tilt my
right
head.
behind
It's
you.
just
Yeah,
behind
it's
you.
right behind you. Yeah.
I'll just be like,
Feel the heat
"Still
off
alive
of it.
back there."
I'm here. She'll just shout back, or say loudly back.
And the driver.
You look over
Alive.
at him.
What did you say? Alive?
Alive. Yeah.
Am I close enough to see the back of the ship? Where that?
Yeah, it's literally right
that
behind
weird-
you. The half that's hanging out
is it
out
a
of the wall is
perception
right there.
check to just figure out a warfare check to see what they hit us with.
That's actually a really good question. You blasted the thing, so it's gonna make it
Or
difficult.
the
I'm gonna make it a
underworld?
no. I'm gonna make it a hard. It's a purple warfare check. 4 purple warfare check.
4.
Because you blasted the shit out of the thing.
That's fine. I'm gonna take one shot, but yeah.
Do you want to
Point
use the
blank.
light side or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean either.
You gonna? Okay. No bonuses. 4 perps. Damn.
Consistently failing this session. I'm sorry,
I
boys.
know. I don't know what it is. Baza would look at the instrument and just be like, completely fucked. Can't figure out what they hit us with. I don't see anyone out here. I think I can make my way towards you. Is it clear in there? Is it safe?
Can I do another perception check here to look around?
I think your perception check earlier was that.
That was in
Oh.
here? No, I thought it was looking for who was shooting at us.
Correct.
okay.
Exactly what she
Yeah.
just said. Rita, you can go ahead and do another perception check in here. This is going to be a 1 purple, but again, because your sensors and whatnot are thrown off, you're going to consistently be rolling 1 black die for perception checks for a little while. Okay.
Okay.
It's only for a little while. So 1 perp, 1 black die, and then for the darkness in here, because you don't have any form of infravision or dark vision or anything like that, do you? Nothing built into you.
No, I don't think
So
so.
2 more. So it's going to be 1 purple, 3 black die perception check.
Huh.
Unfortunately, you just
See
can't.
anything.
You just can't see anything.
She'll say, "It's hard to tell. My cam got damaged."
All right. I imagine would her speech be kind of like a bit
She
more
might like
like
glitch out, like as she's
yeah,
saying it.
glitches.
Yeah, you'll hear some like like
Baza would
like,
kind of
in
get to
between.
his he would stand up and try to make that athletic check through the on the thing that you were talking about, Scott. Is it over the speeder that I got to do? Jump over the speeder? Or
No,
in
you-
between the speeder and the
Actually,
rubble?
it's like ripping down a couple of rocks to open up the area. They open up the wall a little bit more where the speeder kind of like jammed in the hole. So that athletics check for you, Pat, is like lifting a ship. Okay, you can do this. This
Oh,
is
you, dude.
this
Can I
athletics
lift the
check.
building? Can I just lift it up and put it over me?
No, this athletics check. It's not crazy difficult. It's just 2 red dice.
Really?
Would you like
Uh,
to light side that
yes.
one, sir?
That's not
Okay.
good.
What are you gonna do?
Down.
Okay,
really.
okay.
I'm
Come
going
on.
to use my once a session.
No,
ability to-
no, come on.
once a session to make my brawn my agility.
So just increase your brawn to equal your agility. Don't forget the
Just
number
say-
to set it back.
Yeah, it's all 2s except agility. So,
Fucker.
I can't brawn through brace through this, can I?
No, there's no black die.
Can I sidestep?
Nope. There's no attacks happening.
All right.
No, rubble might fall on you though. It's a 1 in 12
That's what I'm
chance.
saying. Can I mean, that would be incoming ranged attack, right?
No, it wouldn't. It'd be rubble
Oh,
falling
come
on
on,
you.
fuck you.
It's
What
like
are
a
you talking
7%.
about?
Chat, 1 in 12. What's that percentage? It's like 7%? 7.3 or something.
All right. Yeah. So that's quick fix. My once a session. I think that's as good as I got. So let's give it a good old college try. There we go.
Wow, that is a beautiful roll.
Let's go.
That was sexy. Anything you want to do with those 2 blue?
I don't think I can. I'll heal a strain and pass a blue.
Okay, pass the blue die to Rita. So you start ripping down. You start ripping down the rubble, and Rita, he says, you all of a sudden you start to hear like a lot of shifting happening. It makes you nervous at first, like, oh no, what's happening? Is this rubble about to fall on top of me? Like this wall right here about to fall on top of me? And it does start tumbling away, like falling away, but falls out of the building and actually opens up significantly more light in the building itself, which does 2 things. Rena, with that advantage right there, why don't you go ahead and roll me another perception check? It's less dark in here, so only 2 black dice, and you get a blue die from him passing it on. So 2 perp, 2 black die, and 1 blue. Perception. So one of the things you notice is you
I'm gonna
can't.
I'll heal straight and then I'll pass one to Pat.
Okay, so you don't hear, so you don't see anything inside here moving around, but you do distinctly hear some strange sounding noises, like noises that kind of like throw you off, but they do sound organic. Like they do sound like it's people noises. I'm gonna need you to go ahead and make me another check. Pat, you're still moving the rubble; it's still shifting
I was
around you
gonna
enough.
say,
Yeah, you
I
can't.
probably wouldn't be
Yeah.
able to hear it.
I'm gonna need you to make me another check, Rena. This is going to be a 3 purple xenobiology check.
No black.
No black dice in this matter. Nope.
Oh, right, because it's
Knowledge.
okay. Oh, xenology.
Xenology. I said xenobiology. Yes. Perfect.
Yeah, I
Cool.
like it.
Yeah.
You were supposed to have rolled with a blue.
That's right. She's Rena just heal another strain instead.
Okay.
Yep. And then that one she'll pass on. So Rena, you succeed. And what it is that you realize these noises that you hear is you realize, oh shit, I hear Jawas.
Oh,
Like,
oh.
and not
Kind of
one.
feeling.
There are several Jawas, if not many Jawas inside here.
Yay.
Like, what's up? You know, like you start to hear like Jawas inside there.
Great. I guess as Bato's like digging his way through, should like say back to him, I don't even know what you say. Bato, could you hurry it up a little? There's Jawas in here.
Jawas aren't known to be super violent, right? They're just
The scrappers, they're actually
No,
very,
they're
very.
scrappers.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say they're just gonna take parts of Lady, right? I mean, that's all I have to worry about.
That would be a concern, lady, and
Good.
this thing in front of you.
Well, this
The
guy's
broken
ship
thing.
is not my concern.
Yep. True.
Dumb question. This goes back. I should have asked this a while ago. How close are we to our actual destination?
It's a
said we're
really
a
good
3-minute
question.
ride.
You 3-minute ride, you were almost all the way there when the thing started careening. You got shot, it continued moving
So
forward
like
and careening for a while.
70%.
You honestly have no idea because you don't know where the destination was. And even what's her name was, it would have to stop and like reanalyze the situation to figure it out. So you
Okay.
have no idea.
That was a question I meant to ask like a long time ago.
Nope, you're good.
I mean, I'm not gonna increase. I'm not gonna roll again to increase speed or anything. But I mean, to keep moving the rubble faster. But I mean, what can I do? I succeeded my rubble check.
Oh, the rubble's out of the way. You can definitely
Oh,
get
okay.
inside the
I can
hole.
just walk in now.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. I would only require you to do a simple, that's a 0 purple coordination check to be able to successfully go in there. And this is just a maneuver, just like a typical maneuver to go in, nothing crazy. Yep, there you go. You easily get in.
I
Okay.
was with the blue dice too. So
Okay, yep, you easily get in
Um,
there.
freaking advantage. I'll let you have that, Scott.
I would actually say, because all you're doing, that was just to see whether you can get inside the
it?
hole. There's nothing to
Okay.
work with on that. Yeah. So you just easily slide inside the hole. You're inside the area as well. You have dark vision, sir. You can roll me just a simple 2 perp perception check. And what you notice is, God damn it, even though you have the ability to see in darkness, there's so much dust and debris and smoke and everything kicking up in this area from like smashing through a wall, and the ship friggin' the land speeder kind of like burning out. It's causing too much disruption. That's why she can't see anything. It's because of all this like smoke or whatever that's in front of you, all this debris in the air. So you also are not able to see out there. Luckily, neither of you are breathing this air, so that's good news. One of you don't breathe, and the other has a helmet. So, air sealed.
I guess this would just be a random, I guess, RP question, but Would I know where the other where our driver's body is, or he's just passed out?
You can definitely look down and see him there next to you.
All right. Would it be a maneuver or whatever just to drag him away from any fire that might be near him?
Yep, it was funny because in my mind, the reason why you're able to see him is because your infrared vision, you know, your
I'm
heat
sure I
vision.
would see a giant heat signature on the ground in front
Actually,
of me.
you would probably see a cool signature, right? Because if
Oh,
the
that's
thing's on
true.
fire, like destroyed or whatever, it's probably a cool spot in the shape of a person. You just drag him off. Yeah, cool.
I just want to make sure he's safe. And
Absolutely.
obviously the lady, but I'm not going to be able to detect her with all the smoke.
So you guys aren't able to see what's going on inside there, but let's be honest, Rena, you know what it is that's inside there, and let's be honest, you're looking delicious, girl. So, needless to say, there is a moment of silence as he's dragging the thing away, and he kind of looks up and he's like, kind of like starts assessing the situation, trying to see if he can see through the smoke again. When all of a sudden you hear as a couple of little ion guns blast off in your direction, shooting out our friend Rena here, because why wouldn't they? 1 second, range light. Rena, the purple dice I'm rolling against, because you happen to be with their guns, these are not long range guns. This is short range, so it's against one purple they're shooting at you with. Okay. These are ion guns, do not wound, but what's it called?
Stun.
Yeah, the other one there. The strain. Do strain damage to you. Okay. The base damage for these is 5. Just so you know, nothing crazy. That's actually good news for you. I gotta get my one purple up there. I want to dark side to upgrade one of my. Sorry, I'm gonna downgrade the difficulty. So instead of being 1 purple, it's gonna be 0 purples I'm running against. So I do 7 points of damage to you. Your strain of your soak of 6 absorbs that, so you only take 1 point of wound from the shots that are shot at you. Okay.
And one strain.
It's not
right?
wound though. it's
Strain. Sorry, I'm saying the wrong words, but you know what I mean. Yeah, strain.
I mean, I think you still take 1 wound because of the
Nope.
overall No,
Nope.
it's just okay.
Yep. So you all of a sudden, these shots are kind of coming your way, and you do not take any more than 1 strain from the shots. Rita, you can immediately tell something's causing your hardware to kind of like start going crazy. You can imagine almost like you're being over energized with electricity in the wrong area. It's causing your boards to overheat and working towards short circuiting. You're kind of overclocking, you know. So who's next?
Seeing as my friend or companion at this point, not sure how Bato would say friend yet, just as I don't really know Pride and our lady very well. He again stuck in war mode right now and just, I guess anxiety of who could be around us, and she's saying Jawas are down here.
You'd
would I
probably
know-
hear her get hit too.
Yeah, tink tink probably. Would I know generally where she is? in this
Oh yeah, you
building?
can see her. You can see him, which you just dragged away. Her, all that's so close you can see. It's just in the
I would
building that you can't.
I'd probably stand in front of her, and assuming, did I see where the shots came from?
So because they're ion shots, they actually do emit a good amount
They
of
have a
light
little bit
off
of
of
a
them.
light, right?
Yeah. So you actually are able to see that, but unfortunately you're not able to see anything around where,
But I
like,
know where the
aside from.
direction. I know what direction. I just want to
Yep.
intimidate in that direction. I'm giving them a warning before
Sure.
Bato does his thing.
By warning, do you mean you shoot everybody?
No, I'm very tempted to just straight up rain of death them,
Okay.
but I'm gonna give them a warning first.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use would this be a coercion check?
It's
Not really.
that is coercion is intimidation. Yes, sir.
Okay, well, I have an active skill called intimidating, but may suffer a number of strain to downgrade difficulty of a coercion check or upgrade difficulty when targeted by coercion check by equal number.
Cool. So more or
don't
less,
feel
what
like-
it is when
is
you're
that happening?
when you're doing coercion against others. If I remember correctly, you actually are rolling against what their willpower is. So their willpower for the average. Actually, let me look it up really quickly for you. So
I've just never
FFG
used this skill. I've had
Jawa
it forever, so.
race. FFG Jawa race. Let me see what they have for willpower is 2. So means you generally speaking, you're rolling against 2 purples. So you're downgrading that. If you take the strain, you're downgrading that to 1 purple. And
Right.
you can still use a light side point if you want.
if I wanted to, right? Which I
Yeah.
don't. Let me see. Coercion, right?
Si, senor.
Yeah, I'll probably do that. We've got a couple. Yeah, I'll do it. Why not?
Absolutely. So you can, what do you want to do with that? Downgrade the second time, upgrade your ability? What do you want to do?
I would downgrade it. So I take one
S-
strain, correct? Because I've only got one rank.
Correct. So you suffer one strain if it's one strain per rank. Then you suffer one strain, and you get rid of, and you just flip the light side, and you get rid of both purples. It's a flat coercion.
2 green. Whew.
Ooh, that's awesome. So describe how it is that your character's intimidating.
So what Bata will do is you'll see that it's still nighttime, yeah.
It's not a matter of nighttime, it's a matter of indoors.
It's
But
dark.
yes, it is
It's just-
dark. But remember, on Nar Shaddaa, it's almost always dark.
Always dark, right?
Yeah.
So they would see this glint of Bato's armor give off a shine, almost like you could see a silhouette of just something very shiny that stood in front of whatever they were shooting. And he's gonna hold up his hand, but in his other arm, he's gonna have his rifle, and just a laser is gonna point at in the darkness. Obviously, you can't see, but you're just gonna see him kind of hold his hand up and just shout, "I suggest you all stop." Deep mono seductive tone.
Okay, so you say, I suggest you stop. And it's kind of one of those things where you actually hear a little, "Oka toka kako to, o takata,
understand this
o
with my translator.
td." Yeah. And it's kind of like them going off in there. And again, Rena having parts of her being a translator droid. You guys would hear this conversation amongst them, and they'd be like, you see that one there? Yes, that one looks like the fighter one. Yes, the fighter one there. It looks valuable though. Yes, but that one has big gun. Big gun worth money. Big gun also hurt much.
When he says big gun hurt much, you're just gonna hear Bato's and this is the second part of my intimidating, I guess. I wanted to have this. You're gonna hear his rifle charge up. And it sends off a loud hum, and you see it glow with red. And he's like, "I'm not gonna say it a second time." That's what I wanted my intent. I wanted their slight RP, but
One of them is going to kind of call out to you again. Oh, kata, kota, karaka, pota, ko. Yeah, kind of like calling out to you, and letting you know, be like, we no shoot. You leave our home. This our home. You leave. This ours. You go.
you're welcome to the ship. Our lives are our own, including the droid.
One of the other ones starts arguing that droids don't live, but then another one just kind of goes like, no.
They're getting more than they bargained for.
You can imagine that one's like the neckbeard, like, actually, and droids don't. Like, shut up, Scott. Okay. So, Rena, is
he's
that
gonna
more
allow us to-
accurate than Tony Stark?
If he's going to allow us
Jawa.
to just walk out and he can keep the ship, I think Bata would sling over. Can we just call our ship our pilot like Peter or something? Can we call him Wade? Cool.
Yeah,
I'm gonna sling
but-
Wade over.
Wait,
my shoulder.
Wade the Weegway?
Yeah.
Okay, Weegway Wade.
Is
Wade
it
Gray.
athletics or is it a strength check to just hurl him over my over my shoulder? Can I just easily carry him?
I would not say. Oh yeah, you're a bull. You're yes, you can. Yes,
Okay.
because you're
So-
heavy.
I would help lady to her feet and just say, "Let's go. It's time to go."
She'll follow.
Okay.
I'd say, yeah.
I appreciate it. Didn't exactly want to be scrap metal.
I didn't want to have to kill a bunch of innocent Jawas.
Since speed isn't of the essence, Rena, I imagine you let her go first outside of the hole, and then you go out afterwards
Well, I
behind
imagine
her.
I'm going to be on the way out. I would be picking the dude up because I imagine he's by the entrance.
Of course, yep. And you go back out the hole. Rena, I interrupted you. I didn't expect you to have to. Go ahead.
That's really it. She would just exit quickly. Or as quickly as she can. And then I would mostly just want to get my bearings in terms of like in which direction do we have to continue?
Absolutely.
now?
So with this one right here, I mean, it's not going to be a very difficult check for you to do. I would just say, just to like know where you are. Survival is usually how you do it, but in this scenario, you know the area well enough from having kind of traveled through there, where it was that you had spent time working on your ship. Da da da. You kind of get out of this building, you start moving yourself away from it, and you walk maybe like good like 30, 40 seconds or so, and then you stop, and you kind of like turn and you walk back a little bit, and then you look up and just realize. I was in the hangar.
He was in there. I had a feeling it might have been in there. Damn it. Flight problem. Bato.
Bato wouldn't say anything.
The cave we were just in.
That's where the ship is.
Well, I mean, it's not a cave; it'd be a building.
Whatever,
Bato
building.
mansplaining you.
Rena spends too much time playing Dungeons and Dragons.
You
It's okay,
said
Rena.
sorry. You said like I
Rena.
think you said something.
Rena,
about it, like
I know what it
sorry.
is.
Okay, listen, I haven't. You know what? No,
That's what it is.
moving
Too much
on.
time here. Hold on.
moving
I
on.
gotta cover that up now. She's used to
Whatever.
being in Daddy's
She
dungeon.
said that building.
It's okay, Rena. I got you.
The building we're just in. Go ahead.
Building we were just in is where the ship is.
There you go. She's used to Daddy's dungeon. That's all it is. It's okay. It's okay, Rena. I know.
Is there another entrance we can go in, or we're gonna
Is
go with
there?
our makeshift one?
Yeah, there's a front door. There's
I
a
was gonna
side
imagine there's
door.
a front door. We just
There's a
made-
back
we made
door.
us-
And there's a
Yeah,
hangar
well,
door.
There's Jawas in there though. Like they're probably gotten all up in the ship, which sucks.
in
You
that
had passed
section
with
of
the
hangar,
Jawa check,
probably.
didn't you? 1 second. So, Rena, with your pass of the Jawa check there, I would actually even say, so what you know with these Jawas is if you were just going against like a scouting group, like a small group, there's only going to be a few of them, like a handful. But if that's their home, that could easily
There's-
be like 2, 3
hundreds.
dozen of them. No, no,
Hundreds.
this isn't their home
They're
world.
like ants.
This isn't their home world. There's
They reproduce by budding.
there could easily be two or
split.
3 dozen of them. No budding boot split.
Dude, a couple dozen. My auto fire makes easy work of them.
It's gross.
Okay.
Jawa
the front
blood
door.
everywhere. What color is Jawa blood? What do you think? Maybe green.
Ew.
I'm gonna Google that. It's
Maybe.
probably. What color is Jawa blood?
So I walked to the front door.
Dark shade of red.
Oh, it is red.
I mean, most things have red blood,
Yeah.
unless you're like out of a horseshoe crab or something.
Yeah. Do we know what a Jawa actually looks like without the robes on?
I mean, Jawas and Sand people are the same race. They just evolved
Right,
over
they're
time,
just
separated.
different sub races, right?
Yeah, yeah. They're both a reptilian-based people, if I remember
Wait,
correctly.
their
but it's
fucking
been a
language
while.
is called Java'ese. Are you serious?
Yeah, Jawese. Yeah.
I did not
Yeah.
know that.
I mean, it's from the 70s. What do you expect, man? I mean,
Not
Huts speak Huttese, which is like Uba Juba ho ho ho.
Yeah,
Nipple
we've all seen the movie,
pinchy.
Scott. Thanks.
I-
Ooh, ah.
I
Ooh
respect
la
the Family Guy
la.
reference.
Yeah, yeah.
Amanahida nipper pinchy.
Yeah, it's so.
Can a Jawa be a Jedi? Is one of the most looked up questions.
I imagine they can be. Why not?
There
They
is.
can be force sensitive.
A
Yeah.
Kyle was a Jawa male who was a member of the Jedi. Order.
Kyle?
A Kyle.
Oh, a Kyle. Okay.
Kyle.
I thought it was like, Kyle.
A-K-I-A-L. No, not Kyle. But technically, A-K-I-A-L was a Jawa male. He graduated from the academy and became a Jedi Knight. That's nuts.
That's funny.
Does that mean he had a freaking
So listen,
lightsaber?
listen.
That's crazy.
I'm going to pee really quickly because if I don't, I'll pee my pants.
So
Because
break time.
so, oh, do you guys want to take a break? I was going to say, or did you guys want to plan out your plot? Do you guys want a break?
Yeah, let's do a break.
All right, let's take a quick break. We'll be right back in like 5 minutes. All right, everybody. Bye bye. Try not to miss Messi too much. He's only been sitting there doing nothing for a long time.
He's
He was
very
like
busy today.
getting punished. You know, he's a bad boy. Be right back, everybody. I love H Bomber Guy. He's very fun to watch. He makes me chuckle. He tickles me in my funny places. Do you also watch H Bomber Guy? You don't affect me at all, sir. Aside from not answering my question. Do you think Rena intentionally sits there with the camera covered, just waiting to see who makes the first poop joke? No, it's not. I would say it's been me. Oh. Hi. How are you? Well, I'm alive. Whoa. There's a very black cup. There's a cup that says, I don't want you to know what I'm drinking. Oh, yeah, I believe you. Water. Water from potatoes. Mm-hmm. Water from potatoes. Mind you, she has like 3 boxes up back. She just puts one out there at a time. Mmm. It's thick. Mm-hmm. 5, 4, 3. Not really. 2, 1. Mm-mm.
Hey.
Hello.
Oh, I was muted. Sorry. What's up? What's going on?
Tonight, all the Jawa talking will be impersonated by Messi.
Okay.
Keep him involved
You're gonna be
whenever
really
Jawa
quiet, but
speaks.
that's cool.
So, Messi, can you give us your first Jawa impersonation?
Nope,
Oh,
because they're not talking yet.
well,
You were here when I told you about the Jedi Jawa Knight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, he learned how to become a Force ghost.
It's so stupid. The whole Force
Wait,
Ghost
that
thing
in
is
one
so
of those books
dumb.
that weren't written by Disney. Because if that's the case, then it's not true.
It's true. Shut up. Don't ruin my Jawa dream. When I become a Jedi, I better see Kyle.
Hmm. Well, back to game. Rena, you came to that realization. You shared it with Vato. What's the plan?
Bato's main question was, is there a main entrance?
Yeah. Yes, I don't normally break into the side. But
Oh.
yeah, I'll go around to, or I'll start heading in the direction of where the main entrance is.
You was like the hangar entrances, like the big doors are for the thing and whatnot.
Yeah.
And you make your way over there, and there's a touchpad that you're able to usually punch in a code and it will allow the big doors to open. Unfortunately, the touchpad has been removed.
Fun.
Yep.
I'll put it
And
back.
the wires have been cut flush to the wall behind it. So you're sitting there like, okay, it makes it a little bit more difficult to open it. But luckily you do have your slicer kit and everything with you. So you could, in theory, still open this thing back up. It doesn't really require any slicing because you know what the code is. It's just going to be a hard mechanics check to be able to connect to the correct wires to get this to work. Hard is just a 3 purple mechanics check.
Mm-hmm.
So you're welcome to roll that whenever you would like. Oh, one little thing first, though.
Oops.
Uh-huh. I don't care.
Oops. You said you can roll whatever
Uh-huh.
you like, and then
I'm applying
rolled.
this. You're getting an upgrade.
Bro, you literally said I can roll whatever I want, and I rolled.
Uh-huh.
Gotta stop doing that.
Mm.
What are you doing?
Upgrading.
Okay.
Kidding me? I want a chance of things going horribly wrong for you. She's like, crushing success. It's like a triumph. Jesus. She's like, all right, bro. You waste your light side, dark side, whatever it is.
I'm healing 2 strain, and then I'll pass a blue die to whatever the next roll is.
You go up to the thing and easily connect into the wires. You punch in the code because you already know what the code is. You made the code. And the door starts to immediately open.
Wait,
Needless
what?
to the big hangar doors start to
missed-
open.
I missed the first session between episode 0 between them.
This is we didn't really talk about this, but this is where I'm keeping the ship. And so
Right, I figured that, but didn't know that you erased the code to the front door and made you.
He's saying that the
Jawas.
Jawas took the pad off, like a
Right, but I'm saying you know what the code was to the door.
yeah, because I'd said it originally. That's where I hid the ship.
Mhm.
The Jawas weren't there at the time.
So you hit the code, and the doors start opening up. Needless to say, you start hearing the Jawas freaking out on the inside. Messy.
Holy shit, the door's opening.
It's exactly what they sound like.
Holy shit, where is a Kyle?
Messy, can we try that again?
That's how it translates
No.
in our brains.
You said I get to do the
No,
Jawa
that
voices.
Jawa
That's
just got
the
a really
Jawa
deep
voice.
voice too. There's like all these small Jawas and this big old fucking thick Jawa in the back. Yo, this shit's getting nuts. Hey, Bobby, we need
Who's
to
opening the
go.
damn door?
Hey, yo, Bobby, we need to get the fuck out of here. Zildini, no, we need to go, bro. Grabs like 6 of them in each arm.
No, the smaller ones aren't allowed
Like
to
a
talk. Only the big
super-
one can talk.
Tread, where are you? I need like a
Giant
mega
Jawa.
buff Jawa.
Like a little Jawa with like Hulk Hogan arms attached or some shit.
Yeah.
He looks short, but he just stands up.
He's just
He's
stonk as hell, dude.
super tall. Yeah.
He's like
Oh, shit.
he's like 4 times bigger than the average Jawa in height and muscles
And girth.
and girth, yeah. But his eyes are very tiny, kind of like a Ditto's eyes.
Like, are they smaller than the average eyes, or just same size eyes and a bigger body?
Same size eyes, but like bigger face.
The eyes are so weird. It's like red lights. Anyways, so door opens up. They immediately start freaking out as I go jumping about and whatnot. Well, you see, Pat, as the door is opening up, as a ship starts to reveal itself that's inside of the hangar. Oh my God! I just opened up Discord. What the hell? Okay, I'm gonna go back to looking at this afterwards. I need a focus. The fuck was that?
What? What part? What don't you like?
Oh God, it was in memes.
Oh, that one. Yeah. If you scroll up a little bit, it's a meme about you.
I actually saw.
Yeah. You didn't
Yeah.
laugh, though, I noticed.
No, I did earlier. That was like ages ago.
It's just
talking
really
about-
unfortunate that.
Yeah. That was like an hour ago. Anyways,
Oh, yeah, dude, it's so funny. I was laughing like all the time, but you weren't there, so.
well, you were paying attention. I'm sorry. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Description. Why the fluffy can't I find you? There you are. Okay, ready? So what you see in front of you, and just so anybody wants to look up the image for themselves, but it's a HWK, which is a Hawk. So it's a Hawk 290 light freighter is what you see in front of you. This thing is a large ship in front of you. So it's a Silhouette 3. Ship's not like huge, you know, it's smaller than the the Revan. It's about the same size as the one you guys currently fly, but has a lot more storage space for like people inside of it. Anyways, it's a Hawk 290 light freighter. That's a foil. It's a Silhouette 3 size ship that has a long thin frame with its thrusters and everything on the backside. So it gives it more like a almost like an X-wing fighter kind of design look to it, right? Anyways, so the Hawk 290 that's in front of you, Pat, you can see the thing is right there with a whole bunch of Jawas that are kind of like climbing to the back end of it, trying to get out of like where the light is touching, where they can be so easily seen, and trying to take cover and whatnot. You can also see that the boarding platform, nailed it. That the boarding platform is open on this. Raina, you see the boarding platform open, and you see that some of them are running up and into the boarding platform. One of the things that you do notice for the ship is genuinely frightening, because right in the front of the ship, aiming directly in your direction, mounted in the bottom of the ship, right underneath where like the cockpit and whatnot are of the ship, are two massive cannons. Could you go ahead and roll me a 2 purple warfare check, please, Pat?
2 purple.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna use light side. You gonna use dark side?
Nah.
Oh my god, dude.
2 massive cannons mounted in the bottom front of the ship there, aimed right towards you. If this ship powers up, this could go sideways very quickly. Rena, you see the Vagabond.
God damn it. Jawas got onto the ship. Bato, could you help me clear it out?
Exterminate.
Bato would just kind of nod, kind of clenching his rifle and making sure it's charged. He would just start walking towards the ship.
Okay. I mean, I have my blaster too, so I could take that out.
Can I use that advantage?
Yeah.
Or did you already use it?
Nope, haven't touched it.
I'm gonna create a setback die. Yeah, I'm gonna give a setback die to you, Scott, on your next roll, and then I'm gonna pass a blue.
Okay. Rena, what are you doing?
I'm gonna head towards the ship.
So you start
Is there a
calling.
s-
To go
Is there a
into it,
safe-
I'm gonna go straight to the cockpit.
Is there a safe place I could drop weight off?
Yeah, just leave him right outside this door here.
Yeah, I would just leave him there then.
Rena, you start walking towards the ship. You notice 2 things. One, the ship starts coming online. God damn it, they're actually inside the ship. Because the ship actually turns online. And the next thing you notice is that the dual cannons start turning to aim towards you. Rena, unlike Pat, who wasn't able to identify what those are, you know that those are dual light ion cannons.
Mm-hmm.
And they do ship damage, not person damage. So whatever it says for damage on that little sheet, it's multiplied by 10. It's
What
10
little
times
sheet?
stronger. Rena, I'm pretty sure, has access to the
I
Vagabond.
don't think I have it.
Yeah, not yet.
I don't actually know if you gave me access to it. You sent me it separately, but not in Roll20.
I will send to you right now. Inside Discord. Here you are. This is Vagabond. Either way.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, no problem. Either way, so this is Vagabond. So the ship is coming online and its ion cannons are facing towards you. What do you do? And Pat, what do you do?
Sidestep.
Nice.
I'm headed towards to like get onto the ship, so I don't know. how
Kirk, so
quickly
you're
I
like
can get underneath it.
you're like moving around across the hangar as quickly as you can. The thing's like, and its gun's like.
I don't need a roll perception to see that they're kind of locked on me or locked on us.
Not you, on Rena specifically.
Oh, okay.
how
Well, then
far
never mind.
away
I
are
don't
they?
know if I would sidestep if they're not on me.
Rena, what's up?
How far away am I from the?
So from the ship itself,
Or
you're
does it-
now at about medium range. You know that this thing is going to be able to get at least one blast off against you between now and when you get there. Assuming they can get it finished, get it powered up and aiming at you in time.
I don't know what else I can do other than just move as fast as I can.
Yeah, I think I would be moving as fast as I can as well. I mean, I'd probably just be tailing you if you're like, we need to do this and quick.
You just need to get on the ship. Because I know of where I can hook into it to bring the cannons offline.
If I notice that they're locked onto her, would that be a perception, or would that be pretty goddamn
It's pretty
obvious?
fucking obvious. Like
Alright,
these
I would
cannons come
start-
online and aiming at her. They're not small
Um,
either.
I'd probably just get on comm as I imagine she's running one way and I'm kind of on the other side, kind of the
Mhm.
split.
Yeah.
I would just say I'll cover you, just over comm, and I'll try shooting at the cockpit or the window or even the guns. Not trying to damage, obviously, but just trying to distract. I know I'm not going to be able to pierce the armor of it, but more like, hey, over here, Hazel.
I've got your back, he says.
Yeah.
That
Nice.
appreciate that.
Is that
That-
the
that'll never be
strong
old.
Jawa, or is that you from your nice little
That
bedtime?
was regicide. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
Yeah, as a reference to a different campaign, different
from
world,
a very
different
long
everything.
time ago.
For you to do that, sir, I am fine with you go ahead and rolling for me. I think it would actually be a deception check because you're trying to pull their attention over.
Would
Is
it
what
be?
you're trying to roll. Yeah, it's gonna be a 2-perp deception check. You gonna use the light side point?
Why would it be deception?
Because you're literally trying to trick them to pull them over to attacking you. It's trying to cover for her.
Because I want them to attack me. I
Yeah.
guess. Nah, I'm not gonna.
Ooh, I'm gonna use one. Dice pool. The dice
I
have
just want you
never
to know,
flipped in your favor yet. What's up?
When you said that line like that, you sounded just like an HK droid from KOTOR.
Which line?
I'm gonna use one.
Oh,
Yeah.
funny.
What's difficulty? Is it 2?
I said it was 2-perp.
Yeah.
Oh, well, with an
With the-
upgrade.
Upgrade. Okay. My deception's garbage. But
Yeah, you also never rolled a spare.
Yeah, so-
So, you're not able to deceive them. They're still locked on Rena. You know, you probably catch the attention of a lot of the other Jawas, but not the one inside the ship.
Okay.
Rena, what do? You just beelining it?
I'm beelining it, dude.
Okay. Do you want to like burn strains? Get any?
Other than beelining, sorry, I didn't interrupt you.
fine.
I think that I can take. I don't know if it's 2 or 3 strain to activate my shield thing that I have.
Ooh, it's a good idea. Pretty sure it's 3 strain. Ooh, my
I think
belly
it's
just got hit
3. I'm pretty
sideways.
sure it's. Oh, ouch. I think it's 3 strain, but I can't remember where I wrote it down. Oh, I probably have it over here.
I just ate leftovers from 2 days ago, which is fine. Not a big deal. I literally ate that for dinner or whatever yesterday, but I just had some right now, and oh, my stomach is not happy with it. It's like, we didn't want that. I'm like, but it's yummy, and they're like, no, now you
Not
hurt.
after 3 days, yeah.
No,
It is 3 strain, by the way.
it's probably because I just mixed way too many different things in my stomach recently. Just because it was a long, stressful day, and so now I'm just like eating a whole bunch of food and wearing a sweater, even though I'm too warm for a sweater. I just want a hug, and the sweaters give me a hug. So I just needed a hug. You know what I'm saying? Pat, you know what I'm talking about. See, Pat wants a hug too. Pat wants a
I want-
cuddle.
I want sleep. I want my
Pat-
ear to feel better.
Pat, do you want big spoon or little spoon?
I cannot hear out of my right ear. I want a new ear. Can I Van Gogh this shit?
Maybe we can do that. Rita, you were saying, I'm sorry.
I gain 2 defense.
Okay, so you're gonna burn 3 strain to activate your shield to give you 2 defense as you start rushing forward with this thing attacking you. So you burn 2 strain. It's a maneuver to activate that thing. Okay. You still technically have another maneuver and an action. Is there something you can do?
I'm
Sorry.
also moving close too. I mean, I'm taking pot shots as we're running towards. I'm just not on the side where I can get on the ship easy.
Yep. And I completely understand what you're saying because you guys like are going around
just
the opposite
split,
sides.
yeah.
Yeah, like V shape. Rena, my apologies. You actually are take it back a step. You actually use an action to activate that thing, and you still have a maneuver to move forward, which you obviously are. Do you want to burn 2 strain to have another maneuver? And if so, do you want to use that to kind of like take cover for an additional black die or defense or whatever added on there, or to just continue moving forward like you were already doing?
Probably just continue moving forward.
So you're just gonna take the 2 defense and be happy with that?
It's not great.
luck.
but, I could burn this train, I suppose. What kind of cover is in here?
So imagine as you're running towards the ship or whatever, and like how it is that, and you can of course see a picture, whereas other people can't see it at the moment. But you can imagine as this ship, which is almost like an X-wing fighter style that has the for its overall shape, so it kind of has the engines in the back kind of like wide out, but most of the fuselage, if you will, are like long and thin. With near the fronts, the guns are mounted on the bottom, right, facing forward. You can imagine that when this thing docks, when it lands, like it currently is, it has 2 legs in the back, kind of wide set. It has 1 leg in the front, kind of in the middle, more or less taking cover on your way up to where the boarding platform, whatever are. On your way up there, kind of like diving and taking cover behind the actual landing mechanism. What's that called? Like where the leg is there. Not boarding ramp. The actual like leg there. Kind of like
Is the
Landing gear?
vagabond the thing next to the revenant?
the Revenant's not here.
No. On our sheet.
Oh,
Is that it on the right?
this is the Vagabond. Hold on.
I don't.
This is-
I don't
he
know what the
doesn't- he
vagabond
doesn't
is.
He doesn't have
I
it
would
in
like to
there
know
yet.
just meta wise.
There you go. It's in it's in Twitch chat. Sorry, the Zoom chat. So Rena, you can literally
that's it on our main sheet.
if you want, you can take cover behind like the leg. So you wouldn't get quite as far this time. You get almost there. You'll be able to get up there next time with a bit of like a double move or whatever. But it'll give you 1 more black die.
Okay.
Want to do that?
Yeah, it's fine.
So you burn 3 strain, activate your shields, and take cover from the landing mechanism. Whatever they call landing gear.
Landing gear.
Thank you,
Landing gear.
gaming. Thank you, gaming mama. Landing gear. Oh my god, I couldn't think of that phrase. Either way, so from the landing gear, cool.
Five strain burned altogether.
5 strain burned altogether for the poor lady. So that's funny
Okay.
because her name is Lady. All right, are you ready for me to attack you? You
Go
are
right
providing
ahead.
to me 3 black dice. You are, because I am a ship, I'm making a typical ship check, right? So because you are 3, your silhouette what? 1, and I'm silhouette 3, so you're
This is
2.
technically a close range. Yeah.
2. Yeah, the range doesn't make it all close range at this point. So the 2, because it's a ship range, Pat. So since you're 2 silhouettes smaller, attacker is 2 silhouettes larger. So you are 3 difficulty is the base. Where am I? PC rolls. So it's 3 black dice, 3 difficulty on the attack roll, and I think that's it. Movement doesn't matter. Cool. Rena,
Mhm.
I am going to look at that, for the first time ever, flip the points to your favor.
First
And and I am rolling with, because these are just Jawas here. They have 1 yellow and 1 green. I think I'm gonna roll for. I think I'm gonna downgrade. I think I'm gonna downgrade the difficulty. I downgrade the difficulty. That's right. Cool. I'm gonna roll now. Ready? And Mark, get set. Attacking Rena. Go. Legit. Those
dead due
black
to the
dice save
strain?
you. No. But
Oh,
strain
can
does matter.
I use the strain?
Technically speaking, you get to tell me what that's used
I
for.
can.
Yep. Well, Rena does because I attacked her.
Accidentally
Rena-
grants
Rena
enemies
does.
significant advantage.
Oh no! My next roll is supposed to have a black die. According to somebody, or Pat did that to me. I have to re-roll.
What?
You've included it.
I did not. Those 3 black die for other reasons. That was for Rena.
Oh,
So I'm re-rolling with the black die Pat was supposed to give me.
still fail.
Still failed.
But 1 for you to use against me.
Lose
assume.
benefit of last maneuver.
Yeah.
Would that be cannons turning on?
I mean, that was the last turn that they got everything started on. So
Well, that was the last benefit of the last maneuver, correct?
yeah.
The last maneuver was them aiming, I suppose.
Strain also equals wounds damage, if that helps you at all.
Yeah, I mean, this is you, Rena, what you want to do because they shot at you. But I mean, would lose benefit of the last maneuver? Would that be turning the thing on?
That wasn't a maneuver. It was more of an action.
Action. Okay. Well, strain then. I
They
think
can
would be
suffer
the-
the strain, yeah.
Okay.
Cool. The guy
Cool.
shooting died.
Ah.
Dead.
All right. So, Pat, I imagine you're going to double move to get in there while still taking
I
pock
mean,
shots.
I'll be on the right side.
Yep.
But yeah, so
And-
I'm burning 2 strain to just make that possible.
Yep.
Cool.
Well, you don't have to. My apologies, because if you're not spending an
They're
action,
not targeting me, right?
correct. You can just use a maneuver and turn your action into a second maneuver. You don't have to burn strain for this.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll do that.
Cool. And then Rena, you're able to double move to get up inside there. Again, you can use your maneuver and you can burn your action into a maneuver, or you can burn 2 strain to double move in there and still have an action left.
I'm already in there, yeah.
You're actually, I would say, at the base of the platform. You're gonna hop in right behind her. You're just making sure you take cover down there and got like you said, you got her back. Rena, are you double moving and doing something else, or just double moving?
How much extra strain is that?
2.
To take
To
an
be
action?
in the plane. To be
So you can-
in the plane.
To take an action as well. You can go into the plane either way.
Right. Then I'll do that.
Okay. So as soon as you go rushing up into the plane and looking about, so you burn 2 strain, so you make a double maneuver to get up and inside the place.
We're
Which
not
kind
taking
of
advantage or initiative yet?
no, we've just been kind of cycling.
That's fine.
Me, one of you, the other one of you. Me, one of you, the other one of you. That's all it would work out, anyways. So Rena, as you go rushing into the place and you look about, you can actually see that there are several Jawa inside of the actual ship itself. There must be 2 up inside the cockpit. You know what I mean? They're so damn small. They're going to need at least one, probably 2 of them to maneuver that gun and make a fire and so on and so forth. But you can see spread out inside the area when you first come up inside the boarding platform that there's 3 of them spread out. And as they're all kind of spread out, one of them is kind of like huddled and hidden, but you can partially see where they are. The other 2 are kind of like locked up and loaded and have like blasters aimed towards you, but they clearly haven't taken a shot yet. You come rushing up. You notice all of them pretty quickly. You just can't see inside the cockpit or anything yet. What do you do?
Book it for the cockpit.
Kill them all. So you've already double moved to get up inside the ship, so you can't be blasted by the gun again. You can't continue moving. You have to use an action.
I have to action. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay. I guess I could aim my blaster at them.
Do you want-
Because they're already aiming at me.
Do you want to fire at them? You don't. Obviously, you don't have
no,
to.
I
If you
just kind of want to. Not that I'll be very intimidating because they see me as scrap metal.
don't. Scrap metal can hurt.
Could. Plus, I don't know if any of these Jawas were nearby when we crashed into the side of the building, or if they're different Jawas.
Good question.
Yeah, I'll just aim my blaster at them to try and intimidate, I guess.
So you want to intimidate?
And say, get the hell off the vagabond.
Okay, so you don't actually want to like hurt them or anything like that. Cool.
No.
So why don't you go ahead and roll your coercion check? It's again same as him against 2 perps. Do you want to modify that at all?
Maybe I should. We have the light side. Might as well. I will upgrade.
Okay. Back in my favor, boys.
Good luck.
I know.
Luck is not needed, boys.
Fuck.
Okay, you're not able to scare them. How do you want to spend that?
Heal strain.
Okay. So you start, so you heal a little bit of strain or whatever, because obviously you burned a bunch to get up inside there. So you draw out your gun and you try to, as you're running or whatever, and you try to intimidate them. What do you actually say to try to intimidate them? What's the actual words?
I said, get the hell off the vagabond.
Okay, my apologies. So you say get the hell off the vagabond, and you hear like, oh, teeny, in which case others kind of call out, look, free scrap. Someone else says we could sell it for much, and that's how that one goes, Rena.
Cool.
So,
Please tell me it's my turn.
Yeah,
Uh,
I was gonna say Bato's like right
Please
behind
tell
me.
me it's
so-
my turn.
yeah. Oh, no, hold on. I get to shoot at her because remember you rushed up, she rushed up as well and into the place because you didn't
I
burn.
rushed, I guess.
And remember,
I
you were
rushed
dragging a
in
little bit behind
before.
her. You were dragging a little bit behind her, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Originally, so you're a little further behind. So, Rena, I'm going to take shots at you. Are you ready? Same as before. Close range equals from these guys with the guns that they're using. They're actually in because you're in the ship with them. It's not short range anymore. It's close range, which is 2. Using a light blaster pistol increases it by 1, so it's a 3 purple that they're rolling against. And I have no black dice or anything. They're rolling a light range light. I'm going to go ahead and flip a dark side point to give myself an upgrade. 3, give myself an upgrade. I'm going to roll this attack roll against you. Bum, 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 bum. Range light. Oh, my boys. Oh, yes,
Hey.
Arena.
This
Oh, yes.
fine.
First and foremost, what are you doing with your 2 threat there? Yes.
Wait, how do I do that? It doesn't make sense. So, so we would we perform a free maneuver, or add
yeah,
a blue
or that.
die.
Correct.
To, like targeted
Or a black dice to them.
to yours. I feel like we should get a free maneuver.
You want a free maneuver?
Mm-hmm. But not.
'Cause-
Do I have to use it, or can Bato use it?
Oh, it would have to be Bato because unfortunately, no, you guys already burned 2 maneuvers. It's the same round. I just always let you guys go first and them afterwards, right? So free maneuver wouldn't quite work in this scenario because you've already
Also,
because there's
he
a
hit 1 turn. I shot 1 turn.
maximum
and then moved
of
up.
2 maneuvers a turn. She double moved and you double moved, and then she
I
also
single
tried to
moved.
intimidate.
You wouldn't let me double move.
No, I let you double move. That's how you got 2. That's how you got all the way up there.
Oh, you told me it wasn't necessary because they were shooting at her.
No, you double moved.
I didn't
But
use
it's
the
fine.
strain. You just
No,
told me-
you don't have to use strain to double move. You just use your
Oh.
action and convert it to to maneuver. Yeah,
Okay.
that defines the confusion there. So,
Well, it
Rena,
still says
unfortunately, there's a
performs
limit,
Free maneuver,
but it's always a limited number of maneuvers.
but it
Always.
says free maneuver, so it's
Yeah.
+1.
So if you
Does
look up
say
at if you look
free?
at the 2 advantage area, it says perform free maneuver up there too, but still maximum to apply. So. You know, it
Okay.
doesn't say maximum to apply. I'll let it work this time. We'll look up the rules
Doesn't
later
for
on.
threat.
I'll look up the
Yeah,
rules later on.
but
Maybe it's max number 2 on your turn versus round of initiative. So, Rena, I'll let you do it for now. Who's getting it? You or Pat?
Up
Pat.
to you, Renonis.
Pat, you want to run up into the ship?
Yeah, can I RP it?
Sure, go right ahead.
Oh, do you want to do your damage first, or are you going to use your triumph for something specific?
I'm
Use your triumphs first. I'll go after you. I've got a plan. This just sounds cool for RP.
So, Rena, the guns inside here do 6 points of damage. You have 6 soaks, so you take 0 points of damage, but I still am able to hit you
Triumph.
because I hit you with a critical hit. There's a 20-point offset. So the way that this works, go into your character sheet, go to where it says critical injuries. You'll see on the right-hand side says offset. Change that to a 20, and then click that big red button. Ooh. You rolled poorly. A character may immediately attempt another free attack against you. Ooh, boy. I'm rolling again. Ready? Nope.
Well,
They suffer strain for
I
it.
guess that's strain.
I just want to say that's
Yeah,
a
there you go.
different roll, Scott.
Is it? Oh, shit. It
You
is
have
a
a
different
green
roll.
die.
You
Dice
added
for
a
some
green die,
reason.
yeah.
No, I rolled melee instead of ranged
Oh,
light.
That's the wrong.
Thank you, sir. Here we go.
Must be
Yeah, you're
same dice
welcome.
pool.
There we go.
Oh,
That's better. That
worse.
makes more sense.
Oh yay, more strain. Or
Another
We have another
maneuver.
maneuver, yeah. Okay, all right. Well, let's just take the blue dice. Let's take the blue dice. Pat gets a free maneuver, and then he gets blue dice too.
Right. So your triumph was adding the crit.
I gave her a crit. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that was his
So
try.
crit
So,
sits on a character. Now.
A
She's
maneuver is
beat
just
up.
a movement, correct? Right.
A maneuver's a movement, correct?
Okay. So we'll immediately go into my
As
turn?
well as other things. Yeah, immediately after to be your turn. Funny enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
So all you're gonna hear is like blaster fire, and then you're just gonna hear a just Bato just slowly kunk, 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 and then you're gonna hear the blaster rifle after he hears the shots. Heard there's gremlin on this ship. In just a very deep, menacing tone. And then I guess my turn's gonna go on, and you're gonna see this horrible-looking Mandalorian turn the corner and see what, like 3 Jawa just sitting there.
Yep.
Cool. Do I strike the fear in them yet?
Oh, absolutely. So it's your turn. You can go ahead. You can roll your coercion with 2 blue. Still against 2 purple.
You gonna dark side me?
Nah.
Boom.
All right. So you actually say that?
Perform a free maneuver. New turn. I'm kidding.
Technically speaking, yeah.
Oh, I was supposed to add another blue, wasn't I?
No, two blue, right?
I
Oh,
gave
was
him a
that-
blue.
He gave me another blue.
Oh, technically, yeah. 1 more blue. Reroll.
That's where it's gonna fail, bro.
Mm-mm.
Brah.
I'll pass a blue on to the next check then.
Cool. So you go up and you say that, and the scared, obviously, of you kind of going up there and making all that noise and everything that's inside the area. Rena, you can see that they immediately turn and start running to the back of the ship towards fucking engineering. They run to the back of the ship towards it. Now, granted, they're running because they're scared. Like, that's pretty apparent, right? But at the same time, the rats are running towards engineering. You know what I mean? So it's not good. Yes, I called them rats. That is very racist. My apologies. So anyways, they're running towards engineering, squeaking the whole way. Making their way over there. And it is now Rena's turn.
Wait, I didn't go.
Oh, you my
My
apologies. Free maneuver.
was
Yep.
walking into the thing.
Go ahead.
So they're running away.
Yep.
I can't take any shots at them while they're running.
I mean, you
They're gone.
can. You can.
Are they in clear sight? Are they in like?
They're running to the back of the fuselage, trying to go into
I don't have
Don't.
an actual like map of the place. Is it just a straight?
This
hallway?
is what a looks like, that style of ship looks
I
like
can
in general.
See it on like the extreme long, medium, short like map next to the Revenant.
Yeah, you're fine, but
Well,
here,
is-
I just sent you in Zoom chat.
Oh, perfect.
That's a basic Hawk 290 without Rena having designed one.
So we're
messy.
at 4. I'm at 4, correct?
Correct.
All right, and they're running to 10.
So more or less, chat, what he's saying is we're in the middle of the ship, like where we came up from the docking area, and they're running to the back of the ship. And the answer to that question is yes.
So easy shots then. Is it
Yeah.
close to? Is it still?
This
close,
is
or
short range.
this
This is short range
Short range.
because they're running away. Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Yeah, I'll take some pot shots.
Cool.
Is it 1 strain or 2 strain to get my upgrade? The true aim and stuff like that.
Oh, you're gonna oh yeah, that's right. Because you have to do that. It'll be 2 strain to get the upgrade right now.
I thought it was 2. Okay.
Yeah, because you have to get the extra maneuver. So that's going to be Oh wait, you haven't used the maneuver yet.
Nope.
It's no strain. Just 1 blue and 2 upgrades. Take it, baby.
Sick. This is 2 purple because I'm at a disadvantage with distance with my rifle. Or is this
you're
3 purple?
when you're in short range is 1 purple.
But I'm using my rifle.
Yeah, there's no problems with that.
I can shoot a long range weapon at close range or
Not
short range?
close, short range. Yep. Mhm.
Oh, okay. I really want to auto fire. But I would fuck up the ship. I know I would.
Thinking about my character in Mass Effect running around with a sniper rifle, that he uses as his primary gun, even with no scope. Like I run into close range combat and use my sniper rifle as my primary gun.
I'm going to use an active of crippling blow. I think
Ooh.
it suffices for this. Increases the difficulty of next combat check by 1. So I think that makes it 2 perps. Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
If check deals damage, target suffers 1 strain whenever they move for the remainder of the encounter.
Okay.
And considering they are moving, so 2 perps. Yeah.
Si, senor.
Thick. Bam.
That is
I
that is a triple
That's
critical
insane,
hit.
dude.
I
Oh
think
my
they're
God.
dead.
Dude, that is a triple critical hit.
I don't think they're dead, but
No, bro. They
Are
have
they
a
dead?
soak of 4. So let's play this out. You do 16 damage, right? So you hit the first one, soak of 4, because means that you have what is it? How much damage left over? 16 minus 4 is 12. They usually each have a wound of 5, right? But we'll say 2 of them because of the strain damage from before. One of them has taken 3. So you do 2 points of damage. The first one dies. Okay. So that means you have, out of 16, you have 10 left. You hit the second one, soak of 4, the 6 left. You hit them for 5, they die. The third one, you shoot for 1, nothing happens. So you kill 2 of them right off the bat with just a normal shot there. And then you have 3 critical hits you can do. But they're minions, so this is going to be very interesting. I assume you want a triple crit?
Can I use one of those advantages just for my own thing, and I'll let you use the rest?
Well, you won't be able to
Advantage
triple
and
crit
everything?
then. You won't be able to triple crit then. Because a critical hit requires either a triumph or 3 advantage.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll let you handle it the way you were handling it then. I just
Yeah.
didn't want to damage the ship at all, and I'm not
No.
auto-firing.
You're not
I
auto
figured
firing
with
like
my
you said.
yeah, my precision with true aim, I feel would just like. But yeah, I'll let you handle it then.
Okay, so then, do you have any critical offset? Do you have any thing that increases the critical damage?
I thought
I don't think you
did.
do.
I thought I have it against me if I were to take it.
Correct, durability,
Add
but
10 lethal blows passive. Add plus 10 per
What
rank
rank?
of lethal blows. 2
2 ranks?
ranks.
Ooh, okay, plus
so
20.
per rank of lethal blows to any crit injury resulted inflicted
Okay.
on opponents.
First critical hit. Oh my god.
Horrific injury.
Oh my god. Roll a d. Have some. No, I think chat's dice are broken. Roll a d10 for me, Pat. And
Make Messi do it. He hasn't done anything this entire time.
yeah. Messi wanted to play Pokemon in the session.
We didn't get to play Pokemon today. I was upset. What am I
Roll a
doing?
d10.
To work.
Oh, in this thing? Okay.
Yeah.
9 equals
Honey.
presence. Dude. They don't even. They have a presence of 1.
So what does that do?
Their presence is 0, which means they roll with 0 dice unless they have ranks in it. Oh, that's funny. All right, second critical hit. Jesus, another terrible one. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Jesus. That was 1 attack from me, by the way, Chet.
Messi,
Like,
roll
they're
me a
minions, so
d10.
all of them are like grouped up.
4, brawn. Oh my god.
No. That's agility.
Oh, my apologies,
1
agility.
to 3 is brawn.
So there were, like I said, there's 5 in total in there. We clearly we defined you killing 2. Of the 3 remaining, one of them you like
in an arm.
you blast off a whole leg. You know, you throw off their agility and their presence. Like they just they're oh my god, they're amputee. That leaves 2 left. This person's out of the fight. Like you can kill them, you can not kill them. They're completely out of the fight. There's 2 left now. There's just 2 left. It's now their turns. So where they are in the ship, which is up in the cockpit.
I can't perform like an RP thing, like in another intimidation thing, can I?
Not at the moment.
Damn it!
Instead, what they're gonna do is they're gonna immediately abandon ship and turn and run away. Like
Past me? towards me?
there's no attacks of opportunity that exist in this game, so you can imagine they quickly look out, see what it is that you're doing. So immediately, like while you're like taking those shots, looking down to the back of the ship from the front of the ship behind you, where Rena, of course, her attention would have been towards the front of the ship initially. She turned to look in the direction of where you're firing. They immediately took that opportunity to start running away. Now your characters notice this. That's not no perception checks. All of a sudden, you hear the TD. You know, running.
No, we hear the strong one. Oh shit, we gotta go.
Look out!
Sorry, Messi, do you want to perform that for us?
No, he's more like, oh shit, my leg.
The SpongeBob guy.
My leg.
So anyways, you hear them running down the docking platform. You know what I mean? The boarding platform.
Not my leg. No. Carol won't love me anymore.
Oh, that's sad.
Carol the Jawa, get fucked.
Oh, is that sad for everybody?
Is he still on the ship? Is he like just? Because I mean, his agility's halved or whatever, right? Like he ain't
That
gonna be
bastard
able to-
Jawa deserves what he gets.
Can I request something extremely dark and morbid?
Oh no.
I want the Jawa that's barely alive still here on the ship with me.
Oh, he is. The other two ran away,
I don't-
and yeah,
I don't want him leaving. I want him
Absolutely.
here.
he's
I
here.
will set an example for him.
Oh, unfortunately, that's okay. Here we go. We're gonna have like a Reaper from fucking Serenity moment where they're just like tied to the front of the ship, and thrown onto spikes.
No, I wouldn't do that. I'm not that mean.
Anyways, so yeah, the other two slip away
Spikes are too valuable for that.
unless you give them chase. Rena, you can just press a button and lock the door.
Yep.
Okay. It's still there. Oh, Teeny. Oh,
Can I strap him to one of the missiles and shoot at the ones running out of the building?
Fun thing about that question. If you look at the little sheet I gave you for the ship sheet, they don't have missiles.
Can I
This-
construct one?
Oh,
My warfare check.
no, they don't have missiles though. This actually is a
Oh, no, it's an
transportation
ion
vessel.
cannon.
Yeah, that's it. So no.
Damn it.
Mm-hmm.
Can I make a? Never mind.
'Kay.
I was gonna say, can I make a bomb out of this one?
But yeah, so you're good. You're good to go. It's there. What do you want to do with the little Jawa?
I want to keep him.
Oh,
Name him Kyle. He'll be my little buddy.
boy. It's just to
I'm
be
not
clear.
even joking.
just-
I'm not even joking.
I just want to be
He's gonna
100% clear.
dismantle me.
I want to be 100% clear. They are sapient species. We call that slavery. Okay. Just to be
No.
yes.
It's
this is the
called
same as
merciful.
no. This is called slavery.
Oh my
just
God.
so we know. Okay, this was a ship by the name of the Vagabond. It's been renamed Slave One. So this Mandalorian
Perfect
took
for Mandalorian. And that is how Django Fett's how he came into being.
Anyway, Boba, that's how I met your mother.
That's
The whole campaign
Jutini.
was
That's
just
why you
building up to
understand
that story.
Jawa so perfectly.
The whole thing was building up to that. Just pan out. It's just Boba Fett.
I
sitting
do
there
want to
like,
keep him though.
I could definitely see Pride saying challenge accepted.
Can I keep him though?
I'm just gonna mute again.
Can I keep Kyle?
I mean, he has no means of releasing himself from his master. So I suppose,
Which
yes,
is- yeah.
for at least the time being, you may keep your slave. Yes.
Not a slave. He's my little buddy.
You may rename them that way. That's perfectly fine. This is what you call rebranding. Okay? It's called rebranding. There's nothing wrong with it. You know,
She'd probably tell Bato, like, I just need them off the ship.
listen, you call it waste product from a meat packing plant. I call it gordito at Taco Bell. Okay, it's just rebranding. You call it a cupcake, right? Or sorry, you call it a muffin. I call it a cake in a funny shape.
I
So
call it coercion.
Coercion.
I think he can be my buddy.
So you say you're using the mechanics of intimidation to keep your slave with you? Okay.
No, I'm using intimidation for him to become my friend.
Oh, sure, yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
the werewolf all over again, dude.
It's funny. It's funny.
You will be my friend otherwise.
Yeah, how quickly they're like, "Oh yes, of course, master. I am your best friend." You know, like, let's see how what's his name? Varen deals with this. Bato,
I don't
with his
know, He's
voice.
been using a lot of dark side. I feel this is
like,
pretty dark side.
Bato, we don't keep
He's like, he'll
slaves,
be fine with
Bato.
it. It's
He's like,
fine.
no, he's my friend. I'm totally his friend. He's like,
Honestly, in Bato fashion, I don't
Blinks
know.
twice.
Bato would probably just go up and execute him, right? I mean, I don't know how Bato would do that. I mean, one, to end suffering, because I don't think Mandalorians really believe in like the prolonged suffering of anybody. At least that's how I'd like Bato to be.
mhm.
Even though I think everyone would know why the Jawas were on the ship, and that's just survival. You know, they were just fight or flighting, and unfortunately they lost. So I hate to say it, honestly, after they all leave and Lady shuts and locks the door, Bato would probably just go up and just, I don't know,
Mercy.
do a mercy execution as quickly and painless as it could be.
I think that is the
And
morally
then I would strap the body on the front of the ship.
okay. Okay. Well,
Oh
Awesome.
no, you know what? I would actually take the cloak and wrap it around. I
oh,
bring my
The
little
small
buddy with me.
cloak.
Be like
It's
a
like-
fucking scarf.
hold
dude.
on. Well, it's like when I get out of the shower and I'm like, oh, I forgot to bring a towel into the bathroom, and then my daughter has one of the child hooded ones, and I'm just like, I guess I'll use this face cloth. You know what I mean? It's like this like tiny ass towel, and you're like,
Yeah, I really don't want to imagine Scott coming out of the shower and putting on a tiny robe and walking out into the bedroom like, "Hey guys."
Okay, hold on. The
Uh,
average Jawa is about 3 feet tall. So I mean, that's a 3 foot like little. That would cover. That would be a decent like cape, right? I'm not looking for like a superhero cape. I'm looking for like a boba cape.
so you're saying you want to be Robin? Okay. You're like, Batman's
well,
not
I
cool.
wouldn't-
I want to be Robin.
Can I make it? Can I makeshift it into like
It's Baron
a
Batman.
hoodie?
Into a hoodie? It's gonna be
Yeah,
like a
like-
crop top hoodie.
Yeah, it just goes up to here on Bato.
Oh.
He's gonna see Bear and be like, "Oh, went shopping." Yes.
You guys
Blood stains and giant holes on them.
first you go into the back
it's
room
burned on the edges.
and
like-
if Bato is sitting there over his sewing machine. Shut the door. Comes out his crop top hoodie, and L4D7's like, I will say nothing, and like turns and
It looks great. Leaves quickly.
Bato in just fun fashion. He's like, Jutini.
my favorite is like you strapping the corpse of the thing to the front of the ship, and L4D7 being like, I must remove him. I must remove him. Oh, all right. Anyways, you guys actually do get the ship and get
I
it.
do want the hood.
Okay.
You can keep the hood. Just the hood though, not the rest of the cloak. No. You can keep the hood. And
Make him
don't
get
know
away with
if-
things.
I don't. If they took all my
No.
stuff when they froze us and stuff, Bato wouldn't have the cloak that he had. He would just be in. Because I had a cloak back when we were together, but it was like it didn't have a hood or anything like that.
do you want to drag the friend of yours back onto the ship? Drag Wade? Huh? Wade Gay?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Wait,
I imagine
Wade
if we're gonna
Quay?
leave.
Wade
if we're
Quay.
gonna I thought you
Were
meant
those
my new friend.
The only ones
He's
that
still
were
on the ship.
I'm sorry, Rena.
Were those the only three that were on the ship, or there's still?
No,
some
they
in
all
the
The-
checked
cockpit?
out.
The other two in the cockpit right away. And you locked the door
Oh, they
behind them.
ran. Oh, okay.
yep, yep, yep.
All right, cool. cool.
Everybody ran.
So he's gonna step off the ship for a moment and go and grab the Wigway and bring them onto the ship. And Rena, are you gonna
Okay.
pilot the ship back to the other docking area?
Yeah, I just want to run like a diagnostics, I guess, on it since I don't know what the Jawas took.
Just as you're doing a diagnostics and everything, also just go ahead and make me an intelligence check, which is just however many dice it is. Just roll me a green, that many greens by at the top of the screens, cycling up, and then pressing the big D20 right there. Why do we need this much oil?
What?
Don't worry, we can have a barbecue.
At the top of the ship, at the top of the ship, at the top of your character sheet, you will see where it has the how you
Oh,
affect those
vehicle.
dice. Yeah, no, right here. I just did it for you because your intelligence is what, a 6?
I am not seeing that. Okay, wait.
You see how the number of green dice has just changed to a 6 in your dice pool?
Yeah. Oh, up here.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
And then
sure.
guy click that D20.
Oh.
Oh. I forgot to give you it's 2 perp. So sorry, 2 perp.
Okay. I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Damn.
Okay, cool. So, Rena, you were able to recall when you originally brought the ship in here and parked it. You actually intentionally parked it in such a way that the ship would not be noticed when it was landed. That way, nobody would know that it was here. Unfortunately, because of the way you disabled your transponder code and everything coming in and landing, the first time, as I said in the session 0, that you fly the ship after landing, it will definitely ping some attention from others around. So I don't know if you, after you're doing a diagnostics and everything, which we'll do in 2 seconds, if you want to immediately like fly the ship over to the other hangar area, or if you're just going to continue leaving it here for a little while. As for diagnostics, that's just a 1 purple computers check. Make sure you get rid of all those green dice.
You're saying that once I start it up, that like people are gonna.
Once we
notice?
fly out of here, we're gonna take a lot of notice.
Yeah, you're going to do
I
one
don't
of 2.
think if you started it up, I don't think it would bring a lot of attention because we're in a hangar. But
And-
once
and is-
we leave this hangar,
And there's no transponder linked. So you do one of 2 things. One, fly around with your transponder on. That's like driving around at nighttime with no headlights. And, people being like, yeah, you're getting pulled over. And then there is the other option, which is turn the transponder on. But you also know that you're kind of illegally parked. So this is going to cause some pings. So when turning it on the ship doesn't do an issue. It's when you start flying, you fly either with or without the transponder.
Well, let me do the diagnostics first, and then
Yep, 1 perp.
move it. Oh, what am I doing? Computers?
Yep, ma'am. So it was a pretty easy diagnostic for you to see what the hell is going on inside there. Unfortunately, darling, I can tell you that what they ended up doing was affecting your system strain a bit from how it was that they kind of like fiddled with things and took some stuff and how you're gonna have to rewire things. This thing was like pristine, and you can still fix it back to where it was. It's just gonna take a little bit of effort, but it's missing half of its system strain, and it has 1 point of hull trauma on it, which isn't that much. So out of it, all of its hull threshold, you're missing 1 point, and out of its strain, is missing about half of it right now. Which again, you can fix this with time. That's not a big deal. But it is just annoying that happens to be the case. Otherwise, this thing is ready to go. They did siphon some fuel off of it, but you actually still have enough to make a hyper jump if you needed to.
Okay. For
Is
now, I
Wade's-
just. For now, I just want to get it back. I don't know how long it's taken us to get out here.
Okay.
imagine this would have been. Getting out here probably took less time than all this fighting is. Because the trip out here was like what, 5 minutes from where we dropped off Missy?
Oh, it was longer than that, I think.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. So did you
Didn't
want
specify.
to where do you want to fly the ship to if you're gonna fly it?
This is an
Where
important
we-
question because wherever we go, we're going to bring attention.
I know. Because it's not as simple as just moving it back over there because people are going to notice.
One of your best bets is if you take the ship and you immediately fly out into the solar system, try to bring it to the edge of
Yeah.
the solar system. But the question is, if you do that, this is a ship you're comfortable with. Obviously, you know it well. You might be able to just have one of you 2 fly it up there and fly it away, and have the other one stay behind to go collect the others to go join. Maybe you could rejoin up there, and then make decisions from there.
I would
Well,
probably be the one to do that as my piloting. Well, my piloting's not bad. What's your piloting at?
I just know the ship better. My My piloting is not bad, but
I just want to chime in real
Rides is
quick and
better.
say that Scott is telling us that one of us needs to stay on the first ship, another one of us needs to go to the edge of the solar system, one of us has to stay overnight at the hospital, and the last one gets to do whatever they want.
Kill more Javas.
I am.
Balto knows what he's doing.
I'm.
as far as
mega
splitting the
mega
party
split the
goes,
party.
I'm not splitting the party for my own convenience. What?
Could we do a
That sounds like a
Can we
not a
do
good idea.
a third option of repairing the ship,
Uh,
the door ship, to make sure nothing else can get in here?
Oh, she can wait.
The
Like,
the,
if
the
we keep
actual
the ship
the
here?
actual hangar ship, like door.
Oh, the hangar doors.
door.
Gotcha. There's other ways in, like the hole you just blasted in here, and the other doors into the hangar, and
But
so on and
that's in
so
a different
forth.
part of the hangar, no?
And Jawas can definitely hack, slice through some basic securities of these things. You know what I mean? They're good at that kind of shit.
Plus, if
Uh,
you left me here, like it's pretty unlikely that that would work out.
And to
Well,
They're
answer
more
Answer-
afraid of you than,
but I mean-
than they are of me.
to answer questions, Rena rolls 3 green for piloting. You roll
have
6 green.
6.
Yeah,
Oh, so you have better piloting.
yeah.
Yeah. I just Bato probably wouldn't honestly be up for just leaving Varen, especially with people he's not super familiar with. So
Yeah,
That's
she
just a
doesn't
meta
exactly
thing.
want to
Keep-
leave.
yeah.
but-
Rena, you know that this style of ship and the style of ship that they have, you would be able to make the ships dock together, because the one that you have would be able to have like a bit of a docking bridge over to the other. So you just kind of like tumble the ships the right way. So the side of your ship and the belly of the other ship would be able to come together. Actually, this one's kind of like a longer ship, so it kind of like come together like this, right? So that they would be able to transfer between the two of them. It'd just be funny and disorienting as you're switching between the two different gravities. You're effectively
thought-
dropping through the floor of one and going into the side of the other, you know?
Could I not? Because the other ship has like droid brains in it to like pilot it. I don't know if I can somehow.
That was an installation, a special like
I'd have to
hard
be on the
point
ship for that
installation.
to like tell them like where to fly it. You know what I mean? So that
Right.
the two ships could meet.
Well, you can easily meet by sending a message over. Like if Bato stays behind, he can tell them where to meet. Like you can tell them where in the
Don't
solar
I have
system too.
control over that ship with my?
Yes, you have remote control while within certain range on the planet.
I-
yes,
I
but
thought
not
you
like
said
in a
long
solar system.
range.
Well, planetary long. You know what I mean? So on the planet, but again,
right,
like
and we're not that far from the ship, are we? Or are we in a different whole sector of the planet?
you were a what is it, like a 1 hour
We're
ride?
like we're like a couple hours out from the ship. So would that be not in the same distance to call the ship?
You could call the ship from here, to be clear. You wouldn't
Okay.
necessarily want the ship flying over to this ghost town, though.
No. But Wade would hate this. We can use that ship to cause diversion.
Remember, you have other things you want to do on this planet.
Yeah. How far out into space would I have to go for them to not be able to pick up on my transponder?
You don't have a lot of fuel is the thing. You can go out. It's getting back.
I
Arena,
have enough fuel for a hyper space.
two different fuel sources to answer the question to get there first. Two different fuel sources, and second of all, Arena, you have more than enough fuel to handle what you're trying to do. But because this is like the question is maybe not that far because people don't care. Maybe pretty far, and then also evade some people because people are very interested. I mean, you saw what happened when you first came in, though. Granted, they were looking specifically for that ship, right? They were specifically looking for the espionage.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So Bato, I guess, since we're talking meta stuff a lot,
Yeah.
seeing that we have control of the ship, we got Wade on board now. Bato would just say, "All right, hardest part was getting to the ship. Back to the docks. Maybe
Yes.
drop Wade off." What he? I'm gonna say that we knew his name was Wade.
yeah, that's fine. I don't mind.
Canon there,
It's canon.
chat right now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Cannon, write it down.
I mean, would dropping him off at the port be a bad thing? Not really. I mean, still in town, right?
No, it'd be fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
you,
yeah,
you saved the
like
guy's
Bob-
life.
Bato
You-
would just say,
You paid him the
"Let's
rest of
head
his
back to
money.
the-" I mean, he's passed the fuck out still.
Okay, well, you mean?
But, I
Well,
mean,
for
is he passed out still? It's been
Oh, he is.
5
Yeah,
minutes.
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
He got hit pretty hard. He's just a regular bloke.
right. He would look to
Big-
lady.
Because of the way that I initially hid this ship. Flying it back in would be difficult without being noticed right away. I could fly blind, but I don't necessarily want to do that. I need the transponder to get us there, and that would alert quite a few people as to why I've landed this ship illegally.
So what you're saying is you have to leave planet side to avoid any complications. I imagine bots would know that, as we've had encounters with that in the past. So,
Mhm.
I mean, we were flying around on an old Empire ship. So we had to be careful where we dock.
It's it's not ideal. But if we're trying not to draw attention in this particular ship, we don't really
Well,
have any other options.
Do you feel like piloting this? You seem to know it better than I. I can take Wade, or you can take Wade, and I can get back to Pride, get back to Varen.
I can pilot it myself.
So meta for a second. If you were to bring Wade, he'd probably wake up and be a little upset that now he's woken up and he's no longer on the planet. However, if he has some piloting skills, even some, that would help you out as a co-pilot.
He's probably piloting planetary versus space.
True, but
Two very different skills.
true. But it's still based off agility, right?
Well, yeah, mechanically, but you'd have to
Even if
imagine
it's
like
only three
but
greens.
if you get into like the idea of like how like story beyond mechanics, it's like I've never been on one of these things. You know, so
Right,
so
but
like they
with
wouldn't really.
familiarity, my only argument would be, couldn't she just say, sit here and hold this and do that? Like,
It's true. I've flown a plane, so I definitely know how to fly a helicopter.
helicopter would be easier technically.
I mean, you could crash easier and more safely. That's good news.
But if you're with somebody that knows what they're doing,
Um,
that's
Right.
my only argument.
How adamant is
It's more accurate. Like I've driven a car. I know how to I know how to fly a helicopter. But
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
and I
how
drive a car,
adamant-
but not this tank.
is Bato when he says that? Is it pretty final in like his voice, like the way he's saying
Um,
it? Like that's what I'm
You
gonna
can
do.
tell. You can tell he doesn't want to take the ship. You get that vibe, like, this is not my ship. I don't know what to do with it,
Mhm.
and I don't want to leave.
Doesn't want to leave. Yeah. Okay.
Mainly because he doesn't really know you, and Baron is here an hour or two away, and he's not wanting to get Plus, it's your guys' ship. Technically, in Bato's eyes, that ship that we commandeered is his new ship to get back to the Revenant, which is our ship. So
It seems that's our only option then.
I mean, I could technically stay with you, right? Because I mean, we know Pride's gonna be there for like another day, right? Another like 8 hours or so, roughly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's assuming we don't really know what time of day it is here on the planet. I'm sure we do, but like, we don't know how long.
I mean,
Pride's gonna be there.
I mean, technically a moon, but yep, you're good.
Okay. Estimated meta wise, Scott, how long would this take? Again, depending on roles, I'm sure.
To
but,
go
like,
to go to where you're going to for them to meet up with you. You'd honestly probably go to. I think Nalhada. I think this solar system has 6 planets, and the 5th planet is a giant. It's a gas giant that has like a bunch of moons. And one of the things that like really stands out for one of the moons over there is actually known to actually have seas and stormy weather and stuff like that. So while it's a moon that
Titan.
while it's a moon that is not that's devoid of life, like no, not even like microbial life or anything like that lives there. Well, it's a moon that's devoid of life. The stormy weather and stuff like that that exists there makes it so it's actually a really good spot to evade.
To hide away.
yeah,
It's gonna
other
be a
people to be able
bitch
to detect it.
land.
Yeah, you actually don't even necessarily have to land either. You just stay in the atmosphere
in
and just kind of fly.
orbit,
Yeah,
yeah.
and you just fly around. So, and that's
Um,
and you're also next to a gas giant too. So once again, the gravity well of a gas giant will affect people's sensors as well because how heavy it is. The other moons around it, and et cetera, et cetera. It's just it's a pretty decent place to hide, even within a solar system of people that are always looking to hide. So
What I see, this is a tough thing about asking about a droid's body language. Would you be uncomfortable with Bato leaving?
Her responses to you are probably like hesitant, but she's not arguing with you.
Okay.
So if you're like, this is what I'm gonna do,
This
she'll
is
be
where
like,
I wish Wade was here because I'd
noted.
probably I'd radio into him and get his opinion.
ready to
You wanna
him.
roll-
I am
Huh?
Wade. I am Wade.
Okay.
I
Well,
will just speak like this because he has tin voice.
well, I'm talking about Baron, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Other Wade.
Yeah.
What do you think Wade would act if I were to be like, hey, I need to leave planet side. You chill. I think Bato would know he would be able to take
Actually,
care of himself.
his immediate response would be like, "What went wrong?"
That's true. Would I know that this ship has a bounty or people are looking for this ship? I
I'm-
guess we would have talked
she
about
just
that.
mentioned that she's landed it here illegally, so it's not technically supposed
Just
to
like the
be
ship we
here.
commandeered. Just like the ship we commandeered, this ship might be on watch. Best way, just like in our past, get out of the system. Get out of the planet system. Find a different planet to hide on. Would
We
it
have
be outer world or inner? What would be my? Would I have to make a lore check? To
you
know
even
all
need,
those
you
planets?
even need to make a more lower check because she would know them well enough, and what you guys could have discussed the plan or whatever. His
Okay,
response
so
would be,
I'd
"We."
probably go over those plans.
Yeah, his response would be, we have business here. We need to meet with the hut.
Do we know when that is? It's like the next day or two, right?
Yeah, it's going to be soon. Yeah, but you might have time if checks go well, going way out there and whatnot.
Why don't I just call Wade and see what he would say? But I know he's got things going on.
Is it not possible to just abandon the ship and retrieve it later?
That was my original thought. However, this hangar is infested with Jawas. Well, I wouldn't say infested. Its occupants have been of Jawas. Is that the right way of saying that?
They could be,
Jawa?
yeah, Jawa. Yep. Like, they could be a nuisance. Have they done any harm?
They attempted. They've shot in Lady a couple of times. And I imagine Lady can hear this entire conversation.
I don't think I can hear his
It would-
responses. I can hear yours.
No, you can hear
Yeah,
mine.
you
not
guys
his.
are on
Yeah.
comms together, no problem. Yeah, because you'd
Oh,
be
all
This
three
would
of
you,
be a
us are on
thing. This
comms?
would be a
You-
thing.
you would
straight to
be-
Wade.
you'd be
Baron.
using the ship's comms because you guys could then
I'd be
link ship.
using my direct
But
comm
I'm
or
saying
my
you
car.
guys can go ship to ship because of you know what I mean, and that would be obviously that much higher quality connection, right?
It's
Okay,
up
that's
to,
fair.
but that's up to Bato if this is him wanting it to be
Just
a
a private conversation. No, I imagine if it's going to be better quality, I would probably. No, bots would probably just do the helmet thing, even if it's coming over staticky and stuff like that.
Because
Okay.
he mentioned that he doesn't really like know us as well, so it
Yeah.
makes sense.
So you
It'd
just
be
hear
just a
you
private
just
thing
hear
between us,
Bato's
like-
side then. Okay,
Yeah, you would just hear me talking.
he would say
I wouldn't be
you're
really
ki-
hiding it either, but
So he would say, it's probably perhaps it's best to leave it there for now and retrieve it later. Jawas are meek creatures that are a nuisance at best. Perhaps if a show of force was used, they would understand that it's time for them to move on. Beyond that, if you think it's necessary to move the ship now, let's get this underway immediately.
moving
you-
the ship will cause attention to be drawn.
That's fine. Attention's already been drawn, and hangar where we are, the docking bay where we are, is not where we need to be to meet with the hut either way. Just have Pride join with me so I can meet you wherever it is that we need to meet.
I guess with that, you would just hear Bato's clicks. He would hear it, just a double click of like, Roger kind of a thing. I think it's a
No,
single
my
click. for
my name
Roger.
is Varen.
Gotcha.
So if you double click,
What's
if you
the airplane thing?
if you double click, is that Roger?
Yes.
Okay.
I forget.
Should-
Did
should I
you, did
laugh
you watch
again?
Airplane? Stop calling me.
Long time ago,
Call me Shirley.
Stop calling me Shirley. Yeah.
like fucking 35 years ago.
Such a good show. It was such a good movie. Did not age well at all. The humor. Very on the nose. So Varen's stuff is leave the ship or move the ship.
Yeah,
cause
either
the
leave it or
attention
move
and
it
have
immediately.
Pride. Do we have any communications with Pride right now?
Pride has a comm set. He bought him one.
And we're technically closer to him, so quality wouldn't be terrible.
His ship will easily be able to communicate to him.
Am I in operation right now?
We just
I'm
left
the
you,
doctor for
like,
you.
We just left you like what, 20 minutes ago? No, not even. Is it like 20 minutes ago?
They're medicating you and stuff like that. You're not really in operation. They're just like treating your wounds and medicating you and stuff like that. It might be like a little bit of stitching and whatnot, but nothing over the top. But Messi, you do know this is a location where they don't ask questions.
I would just soft RP. We don't even need to RP it. I would probably just tell Lady, you should let Pride know he should meet up with Varen back at the ship after his injuries are repaired. He's expecting us. Varen's expecting us at the meetup point, and I imagine we all know the meetup point.
Would
Yeah,
that all?
yep,
would that
yep,
be
yep,
all
yep,
that
yep,
you
yep.
tell her? Because I
It's-
didn't hear Varen's side of the conversation.
I mean, that was pretty much most of it. Meetup. This ship meets up at the meetup point. We should, and Pride should meet up with Varen. Those are the
so
2
you're,
points.
So you're just suggesting like move the ship regardless of the of being
Move
fake.
this. I mean, yeah, I probably wouldn't even say that. After talking with Varen, he feels we've already brought enough attention to us. He suggested we move the ship to the meetup point with the hut. As for Pride, I know you don't want to leave him, but he should meet up with Varen. Splitting the group is never smart, but 2 on this ship, 2 on our newly acquired ship, and 1 destination where we can all meet up and be together again. Probably the smartest move.
He's not going to like
Otherwise-
that.
Otherwise, we leave planet side and possibly miss our date with the hut, or we leave the ship here and run a gamble on losing more parts and more resources to the Java. Ultimately, your ship, your rules. I can easily walk back. Not trying to be like intimidating, just. But this is probably the one.
Yeah,
time
respectful, yeah.
Bato is being brutally honest with you.
He's also respecting the opinions of a robot. And let's be clear, Bato doesn't
That's
really
something
like
Bato-
robots.
Bato has a true hate for androids. Just it's something in his past.
Androids?
Respect-
Android 13?
Androids, droids, and even like R2 units and stuff like that. The android brain, any droid of any kind, he is just a messed up past with. So the fact that he's being this brutally honest with you is a little shocking. You may not see that. If Varen was here, he'd probably take notice. Meta thing for you though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she won't really react to it other than Brad wouldn't be.
If anything, I'm giving more hate to freaking turnip boy over there that's getting operated on than you.
Brad wouldn't exactly be happy with this, but we don't have much of a choice. It's too much of a risk to. Well, it's all equally a risk. We should move the ship then. And meet up with the other 2.
meta question again, Scott. We've
Sure.
already plugged the coordinates in on the espionage, or
On
they're aware of it.
they're aware of where it is. You'd be meeting on one of the moons around Kiskua.
Because I know Rena's character, Lady, was the only one that knew where the location was. Correct.
Yep, she could easily
But she
tell
did
him where it
show the-
is. But like, you'll be at moon blah, 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 around Kiskua.
Okay.
By the way,
And yeah, that was it.
as I say, funny enough, the name of the solar system that now Hutta and Snarshada and Kiskua and whatnot is, it's actually called the YouTube system. It's literally Y, comma TOUB.
Don't
YouTube.
forget to like and subscribe to our planet.
Yeah, right. Like, it's just hilarious.
Don't forget to ring the bell.
It's really YouTube. And by the way,
Today's sponsor is Raid Shadow Legends.
I just want to be clear. I did Google Android 13, and then I found there is a lot of fanfic for Android 18.
Yes.
Oh,
If you want to see some
oh
fun
boy,
stuff,
oh boy.
if you want to see some fun stuff, Google that off stream. Just images.
Yeah, I see one where it's like it looks like somebody had made like dolls or whatever, not dolls, like action figures, and it's her stepping on a knocked out Vegeta's chest, and I'm just like, eh.
I saw that phrase on TikTok, and I made the regret of looking it up.
There you go. I'll share with you guys this one.
Don't.
There you go. That's for you
Oh,
guys.
okay.
And, oh, not them. And I'm just like that, and that's the PC stuff. I'm like, oh boy, I did not
That's a cool
realize.
statue.
Right? Is that so cool looking?
That is a cool statue.
But I did not realize there was
Wait, did
like
Vegeta lose to 18?
I don't remember. But my question is she Android 18 or is she Android barely 18? I should probably end the stream. Oh.
Why the fuck am I here?
Get out of here. Yep.
Oh. So when we start up next session, we can start up with Messi being like, "Stop poking me with needles," and you guys joining up again, so you can plan on meeting with the hut and whatnot. Oh boy! All right. I had no idea. By the
Apparently
way,
the fight
no
between
idea.
Vegeta and Android 18 goes on for a while, but neither win or lose. Android 17 says that Vegeta is not a bad fighter, but people are saying if Vegeta were to Super Saiyan Blue, he would flatten her.
I love that
If
Android
anything, Krillin
18.
would come over and just spank everything.
I love that
And then
Android.
Yamcha would come out and be amazing.
I love that Android 18 is depicted as having like twice the length of a regular human head, and then like even bigger hair on top of that, which exaggerates it. But all of like the fanfic, like super sexualized stuff, just avoids all that. It just has like a normal head, proportional, and so on and so
Who's
forth. I'm
the-
like,
Who's the strongest android in Dragon Ball?
dude, it's been a long time.
I don't know anything about the show. I just know what I played in Dokkan.
I
Technically,
I used to
what's
love
his
the show.
face? Cell, isn't he android technically?
No. He eats
he
them,
not?
but he's not an android.
Oh, okay.
I think he eats
Yeah.
both of them, 17 and 18, doesn't
I
he?
think there's a new android that they released recently in like Super or something that's stupid
16,
strong.
right?
21. And
Oh, they could drink.
yeah. 21 I think is the strongest. I could be wrong.
Is he the guy with black hair?
21's a Majin droid.
Oh,
Majin
Majin droid.
android. Yeah.
Who's the one that I'm thinking of then? 17. Super 17, I think. Is it
Uh,
17?
17 had the black hair,
Yeah.
and then
okay.
and then 13 had the hat.
It's
I
17's the
I don't
one.
remember a 14, 15, 16. I don't even know if there was a
18's the
14.
only one alive, so.
Wait, did 21
Drew,
die?
Oh my god.
baby.
I thought Majin couldn't die. Thought they just became babies.
They can't, but when you're an android with no peepee.
Oh.
Are we calling it there? Or are we. Sorry, I mean, that's a good place to stop anyway, right?
No
I mean,
no
we're-
PP. I
I
believe
gotta go.
that no PP is. Yeah, I
No
have
Let's call.
yeah. So
Chat.
everybody whoa, don't be
End it,
rude.
End it.
So when we come back, we'll have to make sure Messi actually gets to play some games. So, anybody want to say anything before we go? Rena, Messi, anybody?
Bye.
Okay. No?
Have a good night.
See you tomorrow if you're watching either me or Rena stream.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I guess bye. Bye, everybody.
I love you.
I forgot Cell consume people with like a reverse
Penis.
like tulip in his tail or some shit. It was so weird.
Reverse P.
It was so weird.